matchup featuring the visiting Los Medanos College Mustangs and your College of the Redwoods Corsair. Both teams come into today with a record of 3-2. The CCCAA decorum policy. The CCCA strongly encourages all fans to avoid using profane language, taunting, or making inappropriate gestures or non-verbal signs. Please show great sportsmanship to the student athletes, officials, and coaches displaying their prowess here today. Now, if you can please rise and join us for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, stay up. Don't sit down. You know what time it is. We have to get loud. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Get loud for your CR football team. Stand up. Stand up. Stay standing. I gotta hear you. Get loud.
15.
Good job. Keep it up. Here we go. Let them hear you on the field. Stand up. Let's hear you, Lily.
Los Medanos has won the toss. They'll defer their option to the second half. Excuse me, CR's won the toss and will defer their option to the second half. So Los Medanos will receive. Again, getting set to kick off here from the beautiful Redwood Bowl at Cal Poly Humboldt. Liam, any last-minute thoughts going into this one?
I just want to see how the CR defense handles the Los Medanos offense. As we said in the open, their quarterback, Brendan Bush, very good, 374 yards per game, 16 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
CR home, all blacks, black helmet, jerseys, and pants. Los Medanos, the visitors, got a red maroon pants and helmet with the white shirt. We are set to kick it away. Ryan Thomas gives it a boot, and it will be fielded at the 5-yard line by Singleton. Singleton across the 20, makes the first man miss, but he's tripped up, dropped at the 23. That's where we will see this CR
That was
defense
Singleton
first,
on the return for Los Medanos.
So again, CR defense, which impressed a Foothill College team that over the
Tripped up by
previous 2
Juan
games had put up
Oliveros
over
on the
60
play. That'll be
points per
first
game.
and 10
I
for
think
the
it was
Mustangs.
somewhere in like the 129 range. So again, impressive to hold them to 18 points. We've got another tough contest coming up today.
Yeah, it is going to be tough, but, you know, the CR defense, they have a lot of ball hawks. They have been good against the pass so far this season. So it's going to be a good battle between a very good passing team, a very good pass defense.
Mustangs come out in a pistol set, 2 receivers, a tight end right, 1 left. CR, 4 down defensive linemen. With a shift across the formation. Back to pass is Bush. Pass is completed at the 35. Forced out of bounds by Brandstetter after a 13-yard reception, and just like that, Mustangs move the chains.
That's Brandon Bush for Los Medanos with the completion.
With the reception. Excuse me. Jorge Hernandez with the reception for the Mustangs. So again, a team that likes to throw the ball, move the chains on first down here through the air as they're out to the 37. Again, 2 receivers to each side for Bush and that Mustang offense. CR staying 4 down linemen, 3 backers. Bush takes the snap, drops back, eyes downfield, now steps up. He's going to scramble. He lost the ball down at the 44, able to fall on it. Nobody touched it. Just had the eyes downfield, tried to cut left and just dropped it.
Recovered it himself.
Yeah, that's a lucky play for Los Medanos there. I mean, Brendan Bush was lucky that
was Dominic
CR
Kofi
defenders
on the
were
play.
around. And, I mean, CR,
Second
they're
and
going to
short.
have to capitalize on turnovers there. +2 in the turnover differential last week, even though the game didn't go so well on the scoreboard with the interception and the recovery of the muffed punt.
So 44-yard line left hash. Rush went for 7 after the forced fumble, or excuse me, unforced fumble. 2nd and 3. Bush hands it off over to the left side, trying to make a couple guys miss. Doesn't. Good sized crowd turnout for today, at least for the CR side. As Bush takes the snap, looks left, pressure, immediately throws it deflected. It was Chase Stubing right up the middle, putting the pressure on Bush. And deflected at the line, I believe.
That was
maybe
Chase
Tyson Wiggum got a
Stubing
hand on it.
on the
Couldn't
pressure.
quite tell, but
That's
either
going to
way,
bring up a
pressure
4th
immediately
down.
from CR defense, and Los Medanos is forced to punt.
Stubing has been outstanding. I mean, the reason that the CR defense is so good against the pass is their defensive
grounding,
front.
number 12, defensive offense. Lost it down at the start of the foul,
They're
first
going
down.
to call intentional grounding and try to throw it away. I didn't know you could get that on a deflected pass.
Yeah, me too. But as I was saying, the CR defensive front, they get to the quarterback really quickly, and it allows the defensive backs to get to the football.
So I think we've got the referees converging here at about the 32-yard line. See if they get this straightened out. Looks like Los Medanos head coach must have said something.
Yeah, I'm sure the Los Medanos coaching staff caught in their ear pretty quickly.
So either way, they're gonna keep the penalty. So loss of down, 10-yard penalty brings up 4th and 13. As Mason Pretty, dangerous return man, standing about his own 37. High snap, handled, pressure immediately, able to get it away, but he's hit afterwards. Pretty calls for a fair catch at his own 39, and a flag comes in as Pretty got drilled as he
Fair
made that
catch. Called for by Mason Pretty for the Corsairs, and we got a flag on the field.
Ran into him at the end. Not a good penalty there for Los Medanos. I mean, could have avoided pretty easily.
Looked like Miles Harris, defensive back on kickoff, or excuse me, punt coverage. Pretty had to step up into that one, but he's still got to give him room to make the catch. So
Kick catch interference, kicking team, 15 yards, following foul, first down.
So add an extra 15. That'll put CR in plus territory to start this one, all the way at the Los Medanos 46-yard line. Good starting field position, something they did not have the advantage of last week at Foothill.
Yeah, and this is definitely a get-right game for the CR offensive line. I mean, this Los Medanos defense does not have the sack numbers that the previous teams they played have had. So we'll see how they fare.
So Huff starting out in the gun. Cox Cooley behind him. Hands it off over the right side. A little bit of room to work. Able to pick up 3 before he's brought down.
That is Cox Cooley on the carry, working the
By
right
Cox
side.
Cooley getting
Antonio
early reps here. He was
Artolo.
effective last week on the ground. Again, struggled to get the game going. I think Cox Cooley was the most efficient, but again, like you said, Liam, got to correct the issues and have that offensive line moving as a unit up front.
Yeah, and Max Huff just had no time. There wasn't really whatsoever last week against Foothill. They're getting to him really quickly, so hopefully he'll have a little more time today to do what he does.
Off in the gun, 2 receivers left, wide side of the field. He looks left, looking for Tucker, nearly intercepted. Tiani
pass
Johnson
broken
jumped
up
that out
by
route,
Tiani
intended for Tucker, and
Johnson.
hit him right in the hands. Unable to hold on. Lucky break.
Pass intended for Carson Tucker.
Tuck just kind of
Brings
floated
up
it
a
out
3rd
there.
and
I mean, it
7.
really was not the best pass, and very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Well, that's a tough throw to make. You're on the right hash. You're trying to throw left all the way out to the numbers on a 5-yard out. I mean, unless you got a lot of cushion from the DB, that's a tough throw to make.
Yeah, you're right. That is a very tough throw.
So CR comes out. 1 receiver, tight end in line left, wide side of the field. 2 receivers right. Hard count, got a little movement. Flag comes out, free play. Huff's going to take a shot deep down the right side for Aguirre. Broken up, incomplete at the 5. Looks like it had a shot. It was Bryson Parker in coverage. But again, the flag down, probably going to be a 5-yard offsides call against the Mustangs.
Offsides, defense, number 99, 5 yards, replay 3rd down.
3-5 will turn 3rd and 8 into 3rd and 3, much more manageable. Carson Tucker checking into the game for the Corsairs. So 3rd and 3 upcoming from the 39-yard line. 2 receivers left, wide side of the field. Now Tucker comes in motion. It's going to be a fake to Tucker. Huff's going to keep it, go up the middle, driving forward. He's close to the sticks. It'll depend on where they spot him. Far judge looks like he's right.
That's Huff on the quarterback keeper.
Yes, head referee signals first down. So a little bit of
That's a
an
first
option
down.
there for Huff with the speed sweep coming from Tucker, but able to tuck it and pick up the first.
That's what Max Huff is very good at, just tucking the ball and putting his head down and running forward and getting the first down. And that's what he was not allowed to do whatsoever against Foothill, because as soon as he got the football, he was just under siege. So if he has more time in the pocket, he can get off those great throws and run a little bit.
2 receivers right. Now they're going to shift and bring 3 receivers, including Nate Lopez, out to the left. Cox Cooley in motion now. High snap, handle. Give to Cox Cooley over left side. Got room. Man missing the backfield. Stays on his feet, diving across the 30.
That's Cox Cooley on the
Gain
carry.
of
Storms
5
out
on
of
the
the
play,
tackle.
but
Gain of about
5
5
yards for
on the
Levi
play.
Cox Cooley.
I like what I'm seeing so far out of the run game for
was
Redwoods.
Tolliver
And
on
obviously
the tackle.
they weren't able to get that going because of that great Foothill defense last week. But if they can establish some more consistency on the ground, that'll definitely help their passing game as well.
And a big part of it is controlling the time of possession, and when you run the ball effectively, you're able to do that. So
Right.
CR, 2 receivers right, tight end in line, wide side of the field. Hard count, jump again. Another free play. Tucker on the seam route gets it inside the 20 down to the 17. So CR probably going to
Pass
decline that
complete to
penalty
Tucker.
on the completion to Arcata High's own Carson Tucker.
Yeah, and a big key to this game for Redwoods is winning the penalty
Right,
battle.
defense, number 69, penalties declined, results to play, 1st down.
We're winning the penalty battle because Redwoods, they were pretty sloppy last week. You know, they committed a lot of penalties, and the previous game against Monterey, it was pretty clean. So if they can, force the other team to commit more penalties than they'll commit, then they have a pretty good chance.
Corsair offense in the red zone for the first time today. Ball at the 17-yard line. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. High snap over Huff's head, all the way back at the 30. And Iguanabon just going to fall on this one. Huge mistake
Eric
for the
Snap
Corsairs.
recovered by
It's going to be a
Ibanagua
huge loss of the
for
play,
a
about
substantial loss.
almost 20 yards.
Yeah, that's really tough. I mean, there must have been miscommunication there between the center and Huff, the quarterback, and a good job by Ibanagwam just to get on the football and not try to do anything afterwards, just save the possession at the very least.
That's probably, I hate to say, but probably not a miscommunication, just a high snap error on the center's part. But nevertheless, now facing 2nd and a mile, call it 2nd and 30. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Huff in the gun. Good snap this time. Time to throw. Looks right. Got a man. It's Aguirre on the right side. Trying to find something there, but he's going to be forced out of bounds at the
Huff
22.
complete to
Nice stop
Aguirre
route.
on the right sideline. Bryson Parker.
Makes a dent in
On
the
the stop.
yards to gain.
Yeah, great throw by Huff. I mean, already you can see if he's actually able to throw the football today as opposed to last week, and made a really good throw to Aguirre on the near sideline.
And you could just see against Foothill the size disadvantage facing the Corsairs. This looks a little more evenly matched in terms of size. So Huff in the gun, 3rd and 18. Takes the snap, looking right. Time to throw, steps up, little dump underneath the Cox Cooley, unable to hold on.
Pass intended for
Pressure
Cox
away,
Cooley,
so pass goes
incomplete.
trying to get a little screen
That
game
was
going.
Henry Turner in on the play.
CR
Brings
will
up
send
the
out
4th
Ryan
down
Thomas
for the
to attempt a
Corsair.
field goal here, get some first points of the day for either team. Again, 8:59 to go in the first quarter, 0-0. First drive for Los Medanos, ended in a punt. And the Corsairs' first drive coming up with a field goal attempt. It'll be a 37-yarder from the right hash. Good snap, good hold. Kick from Thomas is up. Plenty of distance, but no good. Far right, hard angle to tell for it. Cleared the top of
Kick
the
is
uprights.
no
but
good. Plenty of distance.
far
Wide right.
so
Snotterly.
score
Now that we
remains
have a
0-0.
moment,
Tough drive. I mean, you're
I'd like to
inside.
announce the game officials
Inside the
for today. We have
15-yard line and no
linesman
points
Eric
to show
Tallman,
for it. Just shows you how
side
costly
judge
those
Boz
unforced errors.
Echevarri,
In this case, a bad
umpire
snap.
Joe
Obviously, the high
Temeter,
snap really set them back. That's a
line
tough
judge
miss,
Grant
by
Sands,
Ryan Thomas.
referee
But
Jerry
defense is gonna
Robinson,
go out there, make another
field
stop.
judge Fred Robinson, and the back judge Paul
Los
Campagna.
Medanos will take over at the 21-yard line. Flag before the snap here.
First infraction. Offense. 5 yards.
So illegal substitution against Los Medanos. They've been hit early by penalties. A 10-yard intentional grounding, 15. You know, a couple an offsides, one that was declined, and now this. So unforced errors for Los Medanos. Will take it if you're CR, but
We got to capitalize for the CR defense on these penalties.
Carter goes in motion across the formation. Handoff goes inside. Looks like about 3.
That's King on the
King
carry, up the middle for a short gain.
Give him 4 yards, 2nd and 11 upcoming. And Los Medanos talked about it pregame. Team that likes to throw the ball and has a lot of success doing it, trying to establish something on the ground here early on. Sun's peeking through the clouds here at the Redwood Bowl. Turned into a nice afternoon. Not too hot, not too cold. Snap to Bush, play action, rolling out right, pressure there. Pass is complete underneath. It's Celestine and runs
Brandon
over the
Bush.
CR defender
That
there.
is
En route to a
complete
first down.
to
Nice way to
Harris
cap off that.
Celestine with the
Reception
hurdle.
and yards after the catch.
And that's
Out
a
for
first down.
35. Mustangs looking to go tempo, no huddle. Same set, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Trying to get the play in here. Bush heels on his own 30, takes the snap, hands it off over the left side. Met immediately. Dominic Covey, the first one there. Another tackle for loss for the CR
Celestine on the
defense.
carry.
And King unable
Dominic
to find
Covey
anything on the ground for his
with a
first
stop.
carries.
Yeah, great job by Kofi and the CR defensive front.
2nd and about 11 for the
Doing a great
Mustangs.
job there of pursuing the running back, and Los Medanos, they have not done too much on the ground so far.
Ball spotted at the 34-yard line, 2nd and 11. Again, 0-0, just over 7 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs' first drive had a nice pass completion and then quick 3 and out right after. Got a little something going here. Snap to Bush. Receiver screen to the wide side of the field and driven back. Mustangs hope that he's okay. So tough to go down after a couple nice plays. He had a good start to the game there. So it'll be 3rd down and 20 coming up for the Mustangs. Snap to Bush, looking left, going to throw right away, and just short. He was looking
Brennan
for
Bush.
Jorge Hernandez again on the left side. Goes
Hernandez down the sideline. Great coverage.
Mustangs will be
Pass
forced to punt.
incomplete. That'll be
Second of the
4th
game.
down.
Good stop there. That was good anticipation on the throw by Bush.
That
He
was
got it
Jimmy
out before his
Bumby on
receiver
the
even
coverage.
looked. Just didn't have enough mustard on that one to get all the way there. Had a little bit of a window. Came up just short. So 4th down and 20. Mustangs forced to punt. CR getting their punt return team on the field. Couple guys a little slowly, so set to kick it away. CR looking to put some points on the board. Good snap, good kick, and a boomer. Pretty all the way back to the 30. Catches it over his shoulder. Now makes a man miss across the 40. Pretty across the 45 down to the 48. 18-yard return for
Miles
Mason
Harris'
Pretty.
punt to
And
Mason
again,
Pretty
CR offense set
with
up
the
near
return.
midfield to start.
Yeah, those are really good.
Alex
Also a really good
Mendoza
return by Pretty,
on the
finding
tackle.
some space.
And the Corsairs will take
It's
over
interesting.
on
It's
their
not often
own
you see a left-footed
47.
punter as Los Medanos has, and you know you hear. I've heard guys like Bill Belichick or somebody talk about it, and I don't know how true it is. I've never been a return man or something, but they say the ball spins differently coming off the foot of a left-footed punter.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a little bit different. Something for Pretty to get used to.
Well, he's been able to handle the first two just fine. We got an early substitution for the Corsairs induced by the ref. So Max Huff, Corsair offense, no points on the first drive, missed field goal. Nate Lopez comes in motion, play action. They're going to give it to Cox Cooley. He finds a little bit of a seam. Able to pick up 3 before he's met at the 50-yard line and dropped. 2nd down and 7 upcoming for the Corsairs.
Yeah, nice to
That looks
see
like Cox Cooley up the
getting
middle
some
for a short
consistency
gain.
going.
Pick up
Some
2nd and
runs,
6 for the Corsairs.
Cox Cooley checks out. Iguanamum back in. Again, 6 minutes to go. 0-0 ball game. CR's got 2nd and 7 upcoming from the 50. Trying to get something going offensively. Again, struggled last game against Foothill. Only 3 points. And a missed field goal so far on the day today. Dylan Dry shifts from the left to the right side. Huff, play action. Looking right, now checks down. He's going to find Dry. Catches it, falling down to the ground. So it'll be a gain of, they'll call it 4.
Dylan Dry
Brings up
on the
3rd
reception.
down and 3.
brings up
Yeah,
a
the pass
3rd
was
and
a little
about
bit
3
ahead of
for the
Dry,
Corsairs.
gone up the field, but it was a bit behind him, so he had to go back and make the catch. Still a positive gain of yards, though.
3rd and 3 upcoming. Again, beautiful day here at the Redwood Bowl. Good turnout for CR for the home fans, and love to see some youth getting out of this field. So ball's at the Mustang 46. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Iguanabom to Huff's right. Huff takes the snap. Got time to throw. Looking and intercepted, I believe. Yes, it was. It was
That is called an interception on the field.
undercut the in route and picked
That's
off
Andrew
Huff.
Campos
Mustangs take over
with the pick
after
for the
turnover.
Mustangs, who will take over.
So we talked about it
on
on the
their
first
own
drive. Throw that was
44.
dangerous to the wide side of the field that was nearly intercepted. This time, instead of an out-breaking route, it's an in-breaking route. Campos able to get his hands on this one and give the Mustang offense the ball back.
Yeah, that was just a really good play by Campos, jumping the route there and making a really good play.
The Mustangs take over at their own 44. Bush going to be in the pistol. Celestine the back behind him. Play action. Bush, time to throw. Uncorks one, nearly intercepted and dropped.
Brennan Bush's pass is nearly
Knocked down
picked off.
inside the 40. I believe it was Hartman who had a chance at the interception. Yes, it was.
That's Jack
So
Hartman
Jack Hartman hit him
with the
right in
near
the
pick.
hands.
2nd
And
and 10.
then as he was going down trying to corral it, dropped it, kicked it up in the air, and it just falls and hits green turf.
Yeah, Jack Hartman's going to have nightmares about that one tonight. That was just tough. I mean, that hit him right in the hands.
So nearly intercepted, almost back-to-back interceptions by both teams, but Mustangs able to hold on to the ball. Celestine goes in motion across the right side. Bush takes the snap. Looking left. Pass is completed. It's Alex Bush.
Brendan Bush's pass is complete to Alex Bush.
As he crosses the 50.
Shoved out of bounds by O.J.
46, and they're going to mark. Say he had enough for a first down. So chains move. Brendan Bush to Alex Bush. Again, don't know, but just looking at the size of the build, everything, you'd assume they're brothers.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell for sure from up here, but good possibility.
So Alex Bush in the slot, one of two receivers to the left, two running backs in the backfield. Hernandez comes in motion across the formation, low snap, handled by Bush, setting up a screen, pressure on him, goes to Celestine, dropped by Forkner. Right at the line to gain.
Pass is complete to Celestine.
Forkner and Chase Stubing got in on that tackle, no gain on the play.
Tanner
setting up the screen.
Forkner.
That
was him.
Superstar so far today. We've talked about it every game on the CR defense. It's different players show up, and so far it's been Tanner Forkner making big plays.
So it sounds a little contradictory saying good setup of the screen, but yet it goes for no gain. The offensive lineman got out there, but Forkner just a better play to see what was coming, anticipate it. That's something you know that they've seen that on film the week before. Bush, snap. Looks back, looking left, got all day to throw, completes his pass. Hernandez over the left side, fighting for more yards, finally brought down
Bush's
inside the
pass
30.
is complete to Hernandez.
That are able to corral him, but completion to Hernandez and chains move again.
That's
Hernandez has been
Forkner
Bush's
again.
favorite receiver early on.
Wrestles him down. Enough for a first down for the Mustangs.
Into this game, 15 receptions, 263 yards. He's second on the team in touchdowns with 4.
And Mustang offense that hasn't huddled much offensively, but they're not going with a ton of tempo either. So getting up to the line, not allowing CR to sub defensively. Really trying to wear out some offensive linemen. Bush has got two receivers to each side. Takes the snap, looks short, now looks long. He's going after Mason Pretty.
Bush's pass
intended for
Singleton.
A little bit too high as it goes outside. It was right at the end zone. Ball almost hit that front pylon again.
On the coverage, that's a
Mustangs
second
going
10
right
for
to
the
left as we
Mustangs.
see it from the press box at the Redwood Bowl. More sunshine coming out. I mean, it's turning into a pretty nice fall Arcata day.
Yeah, typical day here in Arcata. Foggy, cloudy morning, giving way to clear skies in the afternoon.
Redwood Bowl field that's seen a lot of action in the last 24 hours. Arcata Ferndale JV varsity played here last night. Bush takes the snap, handoff Celestine. Nowhere to go. Dropped in the backfield. Talked with Coach White pregame about it. So 2 receivers left, 2 right. We're going to have a timeout called by Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. They got to get to the 20 for a first down. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Bush in the gun. Brings a man in motion across the formation to the wide side of the field. Bush back to pass. Finds his running back out of the backfield. Makes a man miss. Makes another guy miss. As CR swarms. Ball's on the ground. Fighting for more yards and lost the ball.
Brennan Bush, pass complete, but look like the football came out.
We got flags now flying after. Referee's trying to sort out the scrum. Still no indication on who came away with the football.
Yeah, some extracurricular activity there. It looked like the running back there was just trying to do a little too much, but we'll see if it costs them or not.
So Keys King caught the check down. Juked out 2 CR defenders, and then it was 3 guys, I believe Tanner Forfner leading the way defensively, and somebody in there came away with the strip.
After the play, personal foul. Offense, number 58, 15 yards, down count, 4th down.
So you got the 15-yard penalty going against the Mustangs. The indication is that it's 4th down after, so it's a dead ball penalty, so the 15 yards will be enforced after the results of the play, which would indicate that the Mustangs did recover. Again, no signal for CR football, that was the assumption, but just waiting for the confirmation. So 4th down, and 24 upcoming. Mustang offense still on the field. Brendan Bush is going to be in the gun. See if he does a quick punt. He does. So Brendan Bush is going to punt it. Nobody deep for CR. Ball bounces at the 15 straight up in the air. Takes one hop in CR's direction. Will be down to the
Brendan
18.
Bush with the pooch punt.
A little bit of a pooch punt there. Seen it a couple times in
Coursair's
Division I. know
gonna
I've seen it
take
watching
over.
Oregon State football. They used to do it with Jake Lude. They run him in the gun, and then he drops back to about 7 yards. Same thing Los Medanos does here to try and pin him deep. But CR will take over at their own 19-yard line. So didn't even
Corsair
get to
Athletics
just got to pass
would
the
like to
first
thank
down
another
mark, about
title
25-yard
sponsor,
punt from your quarterback here. I
Jim
don't know
and
how much more you
Sharon
can expect.
Red. Jim and Sharon Red, thank you for your support.
Corsair offense again. No points on the board yet. Just a minute 15 to go in the first quarter. Again, line up. They're going to now shift the formation. They've got 3 receivers right. Corsair's working left to right as we see it. Handoff goes to Cox Cooley. Makes a couple guys miss in the backfield. Still fighting, bouncing off defenders. Levi Cox Cooley, that's a lot of work. Again, I've said it before earlier, a lot of work for a couple yards.
Yeah, he's a
Resilient
good
on the
physical
carry.
runner. I mean,
Short
both
game.
the backs, Cox Cooley and Ibonagwam, there's no lack of effort from either of those 2 guys to try to fight for extra yards.
Again, hard to get forward progress when you're getting met in the backfield, but that's been the case. Obviously, a good couple runs, but CR able to establish a ground game on the first drive. Not as much after that. Again, last drive cut short with the interception. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tucker comes in motion. Snap to Huff, hands off this time. Guanabom got a little bit of a seam out across the 29, down at the 30. Close
That's
to the sticks. I think that's
Ibonagwam
good enough for a first down, and it is.
on the
So,
carry.
James,
That's a
so
first down.
First down on the ground, not something we've seen a lot this season for the Corsairs, but kind of refreshing to see. Okay.
Oh, definitely very refreshing to see. And you're just talking about how good and physical the backs were, and Ibonagwam a good physical run to move the chains here as we at the end of the first quarter. We'll see if CR gets off a play or not.
Corsairs out at the 30. Might try a hard count here. Clock ticks down. No, they'll snap it. Handoff right. Iguanabom got a little bit of room to work. It's across the 30. Picks up 1-2. They're going to blow it dead.
Ibonagwam tests that right
2-yard gain,
side.
so
That's
2nd
Tommy
and 8
Turner
upcoming for the Corsairs.
on the
We've
tackle. And
reached the end
folks,
of
that's the
first
last
quarter.
play of the first quarter.
0-0 ball game. Corsairs,
After one
Mustangs.
quarter of
Second
play,
quarter coming up right after these
Los
messages.
Medanos
2nd and 8 upcoming out of the quarter break. 0-0 ball game alongside Liam Warner. I'm Mitchell Manji. Corsair football from the Redwood Bowl in this gorgeous afternoon. Sun is shining. Dante Hurt comes in motion across the formation. Huff's going to fake it to him, keep up the middle. Good for about 2.
Max Huff on the keeper runs it up the middle.
So second time we've seen Huff.
That was Fountain on the stop, brings up a 3rd and about 6.
Tackle. And he's kept it both times so far. Just a couple yards on the ground though.
Yeah, that's a Max Huff special right there.
So we got a quick moment. CR breaks the huddle. See if they can get some conversion here on the 3rd down and 6. Huff in the gun, takes the snap, and there's going to be a give to Cox Cooley. He's got room across the 1st down, trying to stiff arm up the right side. Levi Cox Cooley, 1st down and plenty more. Marked out right at the 50, but a nice carry there.
Pushed out of bounds by Will Baldwin, well after the 1st down.
So the run game proving to be effective early on for CR.
I absolutely love what I'm seeing out of the CR run game so far. The runs that Cox Cooley and Abonaglam are both getting up. I mean, that's one of the best runs I've seen out of Cox Cooley so far this season down the far sideline.
CR's had some success on the ground early. No points to show for it. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tucker comes in motion. This time Huff gives it to him. Tucker looking for room. Not much there. Tries to turn the corner, but forced out at the 50. Came from the far side of the field all the way across. For a net gain
Carson
of
Tucker
2. Ran a lot more yards
works that left side. That was Bryson Parker on the stop.
Yeah, he got a bit wide
3rd,
coming to the
excuse me,
near
2nd
sideline.
and 8.
Good pursuit by the Mustang defense to contain him, get him out on the near side.
This is a good job by the Los Medanos defense. Got to give them credit, forcing CR to play horizontal. We've seen them make some guys miss it, but they're going left to right. It's not north to south, which is what you want to see out of your run game. Huff takes a snap. Now he's going to throw it out right. Nate Lopez in space makes the 1st guy miss. Nate Lopez forced out close to the sticks. Can be about a yard short.
Huff throws it out to the flat. It looks like Nate Lopez there on the reception. Just shy of a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and short. Tiani Johnson on the stop.
CR again has looked good offensively. Again, no points to show for it. 0-0 ball game, 12:50 to go in the 2nd quarter. CR's felt like they've had some control in this game, especially offensively, running the ball, controlling the clock. Huff's going to be under center with 3 backs behind him. Give is to Levi Cox Cooley. He's there for a 1st down. Across the 40 down to the 37, so a 4-yard gain. Again,
that's a 1st down for the Corsairs.
Something that has been I think I've already used the word refreshing, but that's what I want to keep coming back to.
I mean, if you've been watching the last few games, it really is refreshing because, I mean, against Monterey and Foothill, the run game just really wasn't going all that much, and, you know, there were a lot of penalties, and so it's really good to see.
And they were forced to throw on 3rd down, you know, whether that was by choice on 3rd and short, but a lot of 3rd and longs. Huff takes the snap, play action. Looking down the middle of the field. He's got a chance for Aguirre diving catch. Did he make it? Yes. Touchdown, Corsair.
Matt Huff to Anthony Aguirre.
Aguirre from 37 out. Corsairs get on the board. Plenty of time to throw. Good protection for Huff. Enough time to get that one and just laid it out beautifully for Aguirre. Had to do a little bit of a dive to haul that one in, but well within reach. EAT is up and
Extra
good for
point
Ryan
is
Thomas.
good
Your score. Corsair
by
7,
Ryan
Mustangs
Thomas.
0. 12:04 to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back in 30 on ESPN Radio
With
107.3
12:04
FM. So Max Huff to Anthony Aguirre from 37. Corsairs lead this one 7-0. Ryan Thomas kicks it away right to left. It's going to be fielded all the way back at the goal line by Hernandez, trying to go up the left side, cross the 20, forced out of bounds close to the 25.
Hernandez taking it out of the end zone.
Really nice kick there from Ryan Thomas. He's been, quite the bright spot for the Corsairs in the kicking and punting game. I mean, it's something that might be overlooked by some. Not a flashy position, but
was in on that play for the Corsairs. Mustangs going to take over here, 1st and 10.
They really had no
on their own
luck in
26.
the kicking game. They didn't make a single field goal last season, and their PAT percentage was not very good. I don't remember exactly what it was. So it's really good to have a kicker who's brought some consistency to the kicking game this season. Had a little too much work last week punting, though.
Singleton comes in motion across the formation. Misdirection handoff to Celestine.
It looked like Reggie Garrett on the carry. Very
really
short
close.
game.
Good job by the
tackle.
CR defense. Reese Herron on the stop, as well as a couple others for the Corsairs. 2nd and 10. So if you haven't gotten out to the Redwood Bowl to see the Corsairs this season, I'd highly encourage it. You got 2 more opportunities after today, 1 in 2 weeks, 1 in November. 3 receivers right for Bush. He takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks left, and through the hands of his intended
in the entire country to see a college football game. It's absolutely stunning here.
Carter in motion, snap goes to Bush. Delivers a zinger across the middle, goes incomplete. Looked like Alex
Brennan
Bush
Bush's
had it for a
attempt
second,
to
but
Alex
knocked
Bush.
away.
That's incomplete. And folks, that's
Until
4th down.
Brandstetter, one of the 2 got their hands on it and able to break that pass up. So good job by the CR defensive backs to force an incompletion there. That was an absolute dart from Brendan Bush.
Yeah, and that was Brandstetter, I believe, and a great job by him to just get his arm in there and just rake that football away. I mean, we're teaching fundamentals on how to be a defensive back. That's exactly what DeMauro Wheeler, the defensive coordinator, wants to see.
Another punt for the Mustangs. Pressure's there, and punt is blocked at the 15-yard line. Ball still loose. Looked like the Corsairs had an opportunity to pick it up and go. Weren't able to do that.
That punt was blocked
at the 15-yard line.
The Corsairs.
All right, there we go.
We're going to take over either way.
Los Medanos football, a little confused there. He's got his lefts and rights figured out now. Corsairs take over at the 15-yard line.
That is a huge play. I mean, you need plays like that to win football games. And one of the things that Coach White was talking about the
position, and all working CR's way. Huff with a hard count. It's going to be blown dead. I believe false start, so that'll set him back 5 more. But again, just the way that the Corsairs have been able to control this early on, again, only a 7-0 lead. But I'd say I'm coming away impressed. Obviously, the interception not great for Huff, but it's not only just the interception, but it's also how you bounce back. And having the confidence to uncork one down the field to Aguirre just shows, Huff's not easily rattled by, a mistake. They happen.
Yeah, and it's just really nice to see after last week, the offense not being able to get very much going, just the insane pressure that Foothill put on Max Huff, putting together a really good game so far.
Ball at the right hash, Huff in the gun, hands off Cox Cooley, trying to find something, nothing there. met by a host of Mustangs right at the 20.
Cox
Flag comes
Cooley on
in.
the carry. Short gain. Flag flies in late.
Cox Cooley, no gain on the carry. We'll see what the penalty is. Again, CR team that was hurt quite badly by penalties last week had more penalties than first downs, which is never
Personal
something
foul.
here.
Face mask. Defense. Half the
One
distance.
worse than CR's
Automatic
favor is a
defense.
face mask against the Mustangs. Again, you know, this is kind of a flip-flop of what we saw last week, Liam, at Foothill, where this time instead of CR committing the penalties, it's the Mustangs, and it's just killing them today.
Yeah, Los Medanos, they're committing a lot of the same penalties as CR committed last week. You know, the offsides and the holding and the dead ball, you know, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct type of penalties. So, I mean, CR just needs to capitalize on the other team's mistakes.
So half the distance to the goal puts CR first and goal from the 10. Huff looking nothing there, steps up, he's going to run, and I believe ball's out. Los Medanos signaling that they came away with it, and
That
they
was
do.
Huff on the carry.
So Huff, little
Looks
loose
like
with
the
the
ball got
football
ripped
there,
out.
loses it, and just
the
like that, it's going back the
Mustangs
other way.
take
So
over. That is
turnover's been the story of the
foul
game early on.
for
As
Los
Los
Medanos
Medanos
on
is
the
able to
recovery.
take that one away. They've got an injury
We
on
got
the
a
field.
player
We'll
down.
step away for 30 seconds and be right back. CR turnover.
You're right.
15.
Let's go, defense, get it back!
5.
Let's go, team!
After the fumble from Huff, Mustangs will start at their own 5. Standing in his own end zone's Bush, pass is completed across the middle to Singleton, breaks a tackle up the left side, and ripped and thrown out of bounds at the 35. He's got another Mustang down on the field, but 30 yards.
Singleton down the left side for a
From
sizable
Singleton.
gain.
Rather, Bush but there was a face mask on the tackle as he went out of bounds. So that'll add 15. from the end of the run, and just like that, the Mustangs are across midfield as offensive
Give a round of applause for Fatuli Moiata for the Mustangs.
Fatuli Moiata, offensive lineman, down as he's walking off under his own power. We're going to go ahead and take a quick second and thank some of our sponsors, the Handyman Service from McKinleyville Ace Home and Garden, Summit Funding, Bear River Casino.
First and 10 for the Mustangs, right over midfield.
And a big thank you to Stewart Telecommunications for making this broadcast possible. Do a great job getting us set up with an elite system to bring you Corsair football over the airways and streaming online. KATA1340.com if you're unable to find a radio. Again, if you're just joining us, 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Corsairs with a 7-0 lead over the Los Medanos Mustangs. We're here in beautiful Arcata afternoon from the Redwood Bowl. Mustangs got the ball in plus territory of the CR49 following the penalty. Bush takes a snap and handoff going nowhere, met just behind the line of scrimmage. Unable to get anything going on the ground.
For the Corsairs in on that play, short.
Like Dominic Kofi, who went down earlier, he's back in the game and able to get in on the tackle for the Corsairs. Good to see from him. So we'll move the ball back a couple feet. Not much difference. Closer. Say nose was touching that hash of the 49. Now its other nose is touching the 50-yard line. So small loss on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10 still. Los Medanos, 2 receivers to each side. CR still rolling. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 defensive backs over the top. Their base set for DC Demaro Wheeler. Snap to Bush. He's going to look short right. Behind the line of scrimmage is completed to Singleton. Trying to shake and bake. He makes a couple guys miss. Turns nothing into something. How about those moves by Singleton? Road whites, maroon red helmets and pants. CR again, all black. Got to be warm down on the turf. Sun's starting to beam down. Man in motion across the formation. Bush takes the snap, looks left, looks right, comes back to Singleton. Good enough for a first down. Brought down immediately.
Bush's pass is complete again to Singleton. Going to depend on the spot.
It's going to be right at the sticks.
And they're calling that a first down.
PA announcer. College of the Redwoods head basketball coach Ryan Bezio, also assistant athletic director. We'll have him on at halftime of the next game on the 20th. That's going to be a bit of a struggle to make something happen in the run game for Los Medanos. And again, Liam talked about it a little pregame. A team that's had some success throwing the ball, you got to look at pass protection. So last week against Foothill, again, game was dominated in the trenches by Foothill. They came away with the victory. So big impact here as New right tackle into the game is Jeff McCoy. Taking over for the Mustangs. So 3 receivers left to the wide side of the field, ball in the right hash. Brennan Bush in the gun gives to Davion Hill, trying to make something happen over the left side. Stretches
Davion Hill
to get upfield.
Working that left side, gain of about 7
gain.
on the play. Gonna bring up 2nd and short.
2nd and 3 upcoming. We're almost at the 7.5-minute mark of the second quarter from the Redwood Bowl. CR with a 7-0 lead. Los Medanos Mustangs. Again, both teams 3-2 on the year. One team will be 500. One will be 67% win percentage. 4-2. So 2nd and a long 3 upcoming. 4 down linemen for the Corsairs. 2 receivers to each side for the Mustangs. And Bush is going to take a shot down the right side. Intercepted at the 2.
Brennan Bush's
Mason
pass
Pretty,
is
great position there.
intercepted.
And able to
Just
flip this
two.
one off with the 3. Going to the
Mason
ground.
Pretty.
Great position on the inside. Pretty right into his arms, able to hang on. NCR dropped an interception earlier. This time Pretty with some redemption, and the Corsairs take over. So teams met last season down at Los Medanos. It was a 48-41 ball game. Definitely not going to see that as Cox Cooley takes a snap from his own end zone, finds a seat. Cox Cooley over the 10 to the 15, being chased down, 30, 40, pushed, and he stays on his feet to the 40, 30, 20, cuts back to the middle, touchdown!
Levi
Corsair!
Cooley. That was a 98-yard
97
touchdown run.
The house.
Whoa.
So talked about a low-scoring game, not anymore. CR puts points on in a hurry. 6 points off the turnover. Levi Cox-Cooley looked like he was going to get caught at his own 35-40, but able to keep his balance along the sideline. PAT from Thomas is up and good.
Ryan
and just
Thomas with the
like
extra
that,
point.
14-0 Corsairs. We'll be back in
And
30
with
seconds.
7 minutes and
ESPN
1
Radio
second to play here in the
107.3.
second.
In the pregame, Corsair offense that has struggled to run the ball saw some success on the road 2 weeks ago. Not much doing last week against Foothill, and then the explosion today. Levi Cox-Cooley, 97 yards. That'll boost your rushing totals on the season. So he got some of the first reps, gotten more carries than he's gotten, I believe, so far this season, just in terms of percentage of carries that he's picked up, and making the most of every opportunity. The Corsairs, 7:01 on the clock, will kick it away with a 14-0 lead. And Ryan Thomas, holy cow, that hit almost the back end zone.
Thomas is kicked into the end zone for a touchback.
Not much wind here. It's not like
Should
he's
be
getting
first
helped with
and
the
10.
wind. You know,
Mustangs.
against down in Monterey, we had a breeze and kind of saw that play a little bit of a factor, but Ryan Thomas just boomed that out to the end zone. So Mustangs will take over at the 25-yard line. Talked a little bit with Coach Junior Bean, who does a lot of the kicking work on this Corsair team, said that Thomas was somebody who sent him his film. And Thomas hails from Alaska. It's a long trip. I was joking with Coach Bean whether he was going to go up. Went up and got a chance to see him and maybe did a little fishing on the side, but it wasn't in the athletic budget. So we'll talk and see if we can figure something out there. But man goes in motion, flags pre-snap. But either way, the point I'm making is Ryan Thomas has been a
offense, number 72, 5 yards.
But Ryan Thomas has been a huge benefit for the CR team. I mean, the ability to kick it out the back of the end zone, to have that 40 to 45-yard distance where the middle of the field doesn't really become that dead zone where you're not sure if you have to go for it or punt or whatever. Huge benefit to have a great kicker. Similar, McCarter comes in motion across the formation. No flags this time. Brendan Bush snap, quick hitter over the left side. 5-yard gain completed to Singleton. So it's been Singleton and Jorge Hernandez who have been the early targets.
Minimal gain.
For Bush, they'll give him a gain of 5 on the play, back to the original line of scrimmage. Los Medanos, 2nd and 10 up coming from the 25. Again, last time they had the ball, it was Brendan Bush took him down about 60 yards. I mean, their last drive started at their own 5, and it was intercepted at the opposing 3 by Pretty. Low snap, handled, pump fake, stand up, Bush steps up, trying to scramble over the left side.
Brendan Bush scrambles out of bounds
by Jaden. Mustangs, one left. The left side of the field is the short side. Mustangs, again, left to right as we see it here. Snap. It's going to be a handoff over the left side, trying to find a seam.
Devion
Hill
on the carry.
He's going to be marked down
short of the line of game. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
They had to get, so it'll be 4th and short. So the first decision, a big decision here for the Mustangs.
Will the music operator stop playing music when the offensive team is in formation? Last warning.
I was wondering if we were going to get music warning. We've heard this first one at the end of the first quarter, second one right now. So, next one I'm assuming would be a 15-yard penalty for the Corsairs, trying to hype up the home crowd. Obviously don't want to do it to the detriment of your own team. So punt team comes out. Mustang's not going to go for it here. Going to kick it. Again, Mason Pretty, dangerous return man. He's already got 1 interception on the day today. Hadn't had a chance to get a good return. Only one he did went for 18. So, again, left-footed punter, end-over-end kick, handled by Pretty, and he just goes out of bounds at the 34, right where he
Tommy
catches it
Turner's
on the sideline, which is where the Corsairs will take over
Pretty
on
for a
offense
fair
with a
catch.
14-0
Corsairs are going to take over at their own 34-yard line.
Redwoods has been much more impressive offensively today.
Folks, Corsairs Athletic would like to thank our title sponsor, Schaefer's Ace Hardware. Schaefer's Ace Hardware, thank you for your support of our student athletes.
Generated a couple. I believe they're up to 12 interceptions on the year, so a ball hawking defense. Pretty's got a handful of them. As the Corsair offense takes the field, 2 receivers and tight end left. Snap goes to Huff Iguanabon up the middle. Big carry for Iguanabon.
That's Iguanabon on the carry up the middle, near first down. We got a late flag.
It hasn't been the cleanest football game. Lots of penalties have gone against Los Medanos. Not many in CR. Against CR.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 69, 15 yards,
They've
first
been
down.
close to 100 yards in penalties. They've got a couple personal fouls.
Correction, number 99, 9-0.
That up quickly with the 15 yards. So, as Guatemala unable to get the first down on the ground, they'll get it via penalty. And just like that, CR again in plus territory. Ball down to the 42-yard line. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Again, Liam Warner, Mitchell Manji, ESPN Radio, home of Corsair football all season long. Right about the halfway point of this season. Tight end shifts over to the left side of the formation. Huff snap, right back to Iguana Bomb. Room to run up front, able to pick up 2 or 3 before he's met by
Ibaniguam up the middle, swallowed up by Kalen.
Looked like I saw Merriman get in on that tackle. Several bodies there for the Mustangs. Again, a team that was dominant over De Anza last week has put up nearly 50 points. No points so far for them in this first half. And CR establishing the ground game, and clock keeps ticking, under 4 minutes to go. Huff, high snap, able to corral it. Iguana Bomb running left, trying to find a seam. Nothing there. Mark Mixon with the stop, drop down at the 40, 39.
Ibaniguam
Another flag.
working left side.
3 more flags.
Some extracurricular activity. You got some flags here, at least 3 of them.
Los Medanos again, just killing themselves with the penalties. As a football team, you obviously the goal of the game to minimize the obviously the goal is to score the most points, but you look to minimize the mistakes, but the things like the unforced errors, the after
Offsetting dead ball foul. Personal foul number 10, offense, and number 2, defense. Those penalties again.
So Bryson Parker and Nate Lopez going to be the 2 that get offsetting personal foul calls. So I guess not adding to the penalty yardage for the Mustangs. 3rd and down and 7.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7
Since it was after the
for the
play.
Corsair.
Result is going to stand with the Iguana Bomb gain of 1. So 3rd and 7 upcoming. 2 receivers, tight end right, 1 left. Play action for Huff. Eyes downfield. He's going to take a shot looking for Aguirre. Again, he went up and just grabbed it right out of the air. Anthony Aguirre.
Huff down the right sideline.
How about that inside the 10? Marked down at the 6, but a jump ball, and Anthony Aguirre just went up and snatched that one right out of the air. So another 3rd down conversion for the Corsairs. Anthony Aguirre having quite the day through the air. He got a 37-yard touchdown and had about 35 more, so he's getting close to the 100-yard mark, and we're only in the first half. Just a couple ticks over 3 minutes to go. Corsairs inside the 10, 6 yards to pay dirt. Under center I formation for Huff. Takes the snap, play action. He's going to roll out left. Time to throw. Pass is completed. Caught in the end zone. Levi Nyberg. Touchdown, Corsairs.
Initial call on the field was a touchdown, but they're going to say that's incomplete.
Pass is rolled, incomplete. Ball hit the ground.
So I guess a little preemptive with the touchdown call there. Looked good from Nyberg. As really great play design there. I formation, you think everybody's going to be straight ahead trying to pound it in, but play action, just quick roll out to his left for Huff. Nyberg was the fullback in that formation, went out into the left flat, caught that one, well, didn't catch that one, right at the goal line. So different formation, 3 backs behind Huff. We'll try it again from the 6. 2nd down, hand off Iguana Bomb up the middle, keeps the legs churning, but forced backwards.
Ibaniguam
A lot of Mustang defenders there, including
Tolliver.
Tolliver was one in on the play. Got another Mustang slow to get up.
Going to bring up a 3rd. And
we've seen
very short.
a lot of injury stoppages, especially for the Mustangs in the first half. Can't quite tell, but it looks like it's Fountain who's going to be taking a knee down. Who's trying to play through it. 7 p.m. for Oregon State. So clock started to run, and they're not even in the formation. Going to reset the play clock. So since the injury occurred, it's snap, and it's dropped. Bad snap, and Los Medanos going the other way. A whole blockade going with him. 40, 30. Nobody's going to get close. 10, 5. Touchdown Mustangs.
Los
So
Medanos.
from one goal line to
Tiani
the other,
Hill
Tiani Johnson
recovered the fumble, and that is 100
able to
yards.
take it back the other way.
Touchdown
99
Stanford
yards.
for Los Medanos.
What a change of tide there. Corsairs on the 2 or 3, looking to make this one a 3-score game. And 10 seconds later, we've got a 1-score ball game. First points coming for Los Medanos via the defense. Trying to get the name correct here. It's listed. Unless you've got 2 Tiani Johnsons on the roster. But either way, number 26 for Mustangs able to come around, take it 99 yards, 4-6. So PAT attempt now. Kick is up. No good. Far left.
Octavio
Score
Santero.
now after the fumble return.
That
for
extra
6.
point is no
Corsairs
good.
14, Mustangs 6.
So with
Back in 30 seconds,
1:47
ESPN
remaining in the first
107.3
half, we have
13:48.
College of Redwoods 14,
At halftime.
Los Medanos
Okay.
6.
Wait, so 2-minute break and then interview?
Then to me, and then
Okay.
15.
So after the fumble recovery, about 99 yards for 6, we got a 14-6 ball game. $1:47 to go in the first half. It was a bad snap. Huff under center, unable to handle it, and there was just a pile right at the center of the goal line. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes Johnson up the left side, and a whole blockade, about 4 or 5 defenders out there blocking for him. Pooch kick on the right side, that'll go out of bounds at the 20, so flag will come in.
Kickoff by
Decent field position
Santero.
starting for CR, but
Tumbles out
You
of
can kinda
bounds. Got a
just
flag
feel
on
it.
play here.
here in the Redwood Bowl, there was a lot of energy, you know, a
Free
team
kick out of bounds.
looking to go out 3
Penalty
scores, as you
assault,
just mentioned.
5 yards,
And the
free kick.
energy's just been kind of sucked out of the building. Not something you want to, you can really feel a football game. Again, encourage everybody to come out and check out this CR football team or any of the local teams playing at the Redwood Bowl. A great environment to watch some football. But when you're in the stadium, you can really get a feel for, I don't really want to use the word vibes, but that's what I'm trying to articulate here, is just how the overall game's going. Is CR is going to elect to force Los Medanos to re-kick, so kick will come from the 30-yard line, get an opportunity at a return, but again, big momentum shift with the defensive touchdown for the Mustangs. Corsairs still with a lead. And remember, the Corsairs will get the ball at the start of the second half. So here comes part 2 of the kickoff attempt. This one definitely not out of bounds, handled by Pretty at his own 20. Pretty going up the right side across the 35, across the 40. He's got blockers across the 50. Forced out of
Mason
bounds,
Pretty
brought
gets
down,
to the
lost
outside.
territory. Opportunity for points for the
That was
Corsairs.
Devion Hill on the
Hill
stop.
forcing
It'll be
Pretty out
first
of
and 10
bounds.
for the Corsairs on the Los Medanos
So
47-yard line.
positive result there for Coach White after forcing the re-kick, and CR offense much better field position. Instead of their own 35, they're at the Mustangs 46. So minute 39 to go before halftime. CR offense back out on the field. Empty set, 3 receivers left, wide side of the field. Off, high snap, corrals it, in the gun, looking left. Got a man, incomplete, intended for his tight end.
Huff's
Jadon
pass
Janae.
incomplete.
high
That
pass.
was
Tough one to
Bryson
haul
Parker in on the
in.
coverage
Defensive
there.
play for the Mustangs is 2nd down and 10 upcoming for CR. And you got to be a little careful. 1.5 minutes to go. You don't want to have 3 straight incompletions and give the Mustangs an opportunity to try and tie this one up before the halftime. So, a whistle on the field. We'll see. We're good to go and reset the play clock. Good to resume play. So, 2nd and 10 from the Mustang 46. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Iguanabomb to Huff's left in the backfield. Heels on his own 49-yard line. Huff gets the snap. Looks right. Intended for Tucker. Pass was behind him on the slant.
Huff's
Unable
pass
to be
intended
corralled.
for
Oh, excuse me. Intended for
Aguirre?
Aguirre.
incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
So incomplete pass, and just mentioned it, but 2 straight incompletions. 3rd and 10 upcoming. Got some of the Arcata High football team down in front of us in attendance. Off a 32-27 win over Ferndale right on this field last night. Very exciting game. So 3 receivers left for Huff. High snap again, able to pull it down. Looking downfield, rolls out to his left. Huff's going to take a shot. He's got an opportunity. And how about Jadon Janae go up and grab that one? 2nd time. CR defenders with an absolute high point inside the 5. And the Corsairs are in business.
We got an injury stoppage.
Another Mustang down on the field. Again, it's not liking how many times I'm saying that, but we're going to take another 30. We'll be right back. The side, but under his own power. So unfortunate to see, but Mustangs been plagued by injury in this first half, among other things, penalties and turnovers. In 14-6 ball game, Corsairs with the lead, 1:23 to go in the first half. Huff's going to be under center, 3 backs behind him. Clean snap this time. Iguanabomb with the handoff. He's in. Touchdown.
Up the middle.
Corsairs.
Touchdown, Corsair.
Daniel Iguanabomb from 3 yards out. Much different, better result than the last attempt inside the 5. Yet in case you missed it, it was a fumbled snap returned 99 yards for a Mustang touchdown. So better result for the Corsairs here. Clean snap, good handoff, and Iguanabomb just about walked in for 6. 20-6 PAT upcoming from Ryan Thomas. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and good.
Extra point is good by Ryan Thomas.
Go. Your score, Corsairs 21.
Los Medanos 6.
The big play followed by the injury. I had no energy for that. own 30, 70 yards to go. Low snap handled by Bush. Bush eyes downfield, comes back underneath, incomplete. Intended for
Brennan
Alex
Bush's
Bush.
pass was intended for Alex Bush.
As
Incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete. Clock stops. 2nd and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 10.
So a good first half. Albeit some mistakes for the Corsairs, but sitting pretty. 21-6 lead. Again, could have possibly been more had it not been for the fumble on the goal line. Nevertheless, nice lead. Bush under pressure and absolutely drilled in the backfield. 21-yard line.
Bush sacked.
I believe it was Tyreek Reeves who got to him. And it was. Tyreek Reeves came flying in.
Timeout. Redwoods.
Tough hit by Bush.
Number 1.
CR takes CR's getting set, 4 down linemen, 4 receivers. Handoff goes left. It's Hill. Hill breaks a couple tackles. Good gain of 15, but still 5 yards short of the first down. And no timeout from CR. A little
Jack
surprising.
Hartman on
They
the
would
stop.
call one on 3rd down, but not here on 4th to try and get the ball back. But nevertheless, 4th and 5 is play clock's at 25. It's going to be close to the end of the half. They might just let this one run down. I think the Mustangs still will, they will still have about a second that they have to get a snap off. I wonder if they wouldn't just kick this one out of bounds instead of, probably don't really want to give him Pretty an opportunity to return this. So they're going to take the delay game. 1.2 remaining on the play clock.
Play game. Take your team. 5 yards.
And I'd imagine Mustangs probably just take the snap and run around draw the 1 second off the clock and just either go out of bounds or throw an incompletion. And that's probably what they're going to do. They're going to shift the offense back out onto the field and just try to kill this last second, not give CR an opportunity for an explosive play. And we've seen crazy things happen at the end of the half. First half earlier in the season against West Hills, CR went to punt with under a minute to go, and it was a line drive kick behind the kick coverage and was taken back for 6. So, team that's been hit by their own miscues in the first half. Los Medanos trying to avoid that play action. They are going to throw a quick screen out left. Pass is completed. No gain on the play, and that's midfield, but struggled to convert anything past that. So a lot of credit to CR defense. Again, we talked with Coach Wheeler earlier in the year. It's the first game against San Jose City, and they put up a defensive touchdown with a pick six, and Coach Wheeler was even frustrated. He said, "Hey, people look at the box score. They don't look at how those 6 points occurred." But again, CR defense has been locked down this first half.
Oh yeah, they've been great. I mean, you know, they played great last week, even though it was a tough game against Foothill. They're keeping up their level of play today.
So kick going to be handled by Ward at the 11. Ward over the right side gets a block from Pretty, tries to cut it back across the 35, tumbling down to the 36 where he's eventually stopped. And that's where it backs off in the Corsair offense. Will start this
On the
second half
return, he
again.
brought that out to about the 36.
15
First and
point
10
lead.
for your
Just two
Corsair.
scores, though. The game hasn't felt that close, Liam, but I mean, you look at the scoreboard, and again, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything today, especially with the way the second quarter went. It was a bit wild. A lot of crazy stuff happened. So, I mean, the Corsairs just really need to take care of the football, be smart with it, and, you know, don't commit too many penalties, don't commit too many mistakes.
3 receivers left for Huff. Handoff goes to Cox Cooley, cuts it back, space to run, takes a hit and falls forward.
Cooley going to work
Be
that right
close to the
side.
line to gain.
Near a first
Tommy
down.
Turner, who came up and
That's Tommy
delivered
Turner
that hit from
on the tackle.
the nickelback spot, and gonna call it a couple inches short, so second down and about the length of a football to go. They're not even gonna measure this, so call it close enough. 2 receivers left, one in a tight end, 2 receivers right, wide side of the field. Janae, the tight end, now switches to that side. Huff takes the snap, handoff Iguanabomb, hitting the backfield, spinning, trying to get there, close to the line to gain. A host of Mustangs come right up. It's going to depend on the spot
up the
there.
middle.
Referee
Short
from the
gain.
far
That was
sideline
Andrew
came in and looked
Campos
right
who
at the
got to him
sticks.
first for the Mustangs.
We'll see where they spot the football. Again, they were just inches away, so it didn't have to get much.
Looks
Where
like
they
third
spotted
and
it at the
maybe a
46
centimeter.
yard line, nose touching the 46. They're going to stop play and measure this one, I believe.
Yeah, it's really, really close. It looks like it's right about there. Definitely worth the measurement.
Head referee's going to say, no, we're not going to measure. He's going to eyeball it from the sideline. Now he brings out the change, so a lot of eyeballing it there. Now we're going to get an official measurement. So again, Corsair football brought to you on ESPN Radio by the Handyman Service from McKinley Valace Home and Garden, Summit Funding, Bear River Casino, ABC Roofing and Solar, and again,
While we have a moment, we will thank another title sponsor, Blue Lake Rancheria.
Gonna get the measurement out, and it is inches short. I mean, we're about the 35-yard line.
And you see it here, folks.
Ball's
That is
out at the
third
46,
and
so
very
you can still
short.
see some space in between there. So maybe 6-7 inches.
Yeah, you
To
might
go.
have needed the Gene Steratore little piece of paper to figure out if it was there or not.
We'll see. Again, just a reminder, trouble with the snap at the goal line under center as Huff is here. Handoff goes Cox Cooley over the right side, breaks free across the 50 to the 40. Finally wrestled down by Bryson Parker, but Cox Cooley finds a
That is
seam.
Cox Cooley.
He's able to get down
That's
inside
another
the
first
40.
down.
No question
Bryson
about whether that was
Parker
enough for first.
Finally spun him
I
down for
just
the
love that we
Mustangs,
like
but we
Cox
got a
Cooley.
first and 10
He's having a
Corsair.
breakout game here today. Of course, a 97-yard touchdown in the second quarter, and he's just really just grinded the entire season to try to get something going, and it's really paying off here today. Really happy to see.
So Cox Cooley well over 100 yards now and a touchdown on the ground. Wanabomb in the game now to the left of Huff. Hard count, got the jump. Flags come out, free play. Huff's going to go down the right side, taking a shot. In and out of the hands of Anthony
Huff
Aguirre
down
right
the
at the
sideline
pylon.
intended.
Bryson Parker in
Once
coverage.
again
Great
for a
job
flag.
there
We got a
by
flag
him
here.
defensively, but free play is going to give CR offense 5 free yards.
Offside, defense, number 78. All right, replay first down.
So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 5. Ball will move from the Mustang 38 to the 33.
Yeah, and I know that was a free play there, but Anthony Aguirre is going to want that one back. It hit him right in the hand and just bounced off, but still, I mean, free play and we get the 5-yard gain on the offside penalty.
Please set the game clock to 13 minutes and start on the snap, please. 13 and start on the snap. Thank you.
So incomplete pass. Clock stops. It started running as Corsairs broke the huddle. So we're going to have to reset the game clock back to 13 minutes to go in this third quarter. Again, 21-6 Corsairs, their first drive in the second half. Close to plus 30. Couple claps to try and get a jump. On a defensive end walked off sides, but didn't make any contact. He's able to get back. Janae, the tight end, taking his sweet time getting set. Play action. Go down the middle for Tucker. Caught at the 5. Absolutely decked. Tiani Johnson, who had the touchdown and not able to hang on to that one. Tucker, big hit there. Tucker, slow to get up, but he gets up and jogs off straight to the sideline. Shot right to the chest.
Alex Mendoza.
Yeah, that's what you call
on the hit for the Mustangs.
Right there. I mean, just threw to him over the middle. The defensive back was right there and hit him pretty hard. Glad to see him jog off the field because that looked pretty scary initially.
It looked like he was able to hang on to that one, but not able to control it all the way to the ground. As again we mentioned, big hit there. So again, after the incompletion, 2nd and 5 upcoming. Tucker out of the game, Nate Lopez in relief. Handoff goes to Cox Cooley, cuts back left, cuts back right, going up the middle, puts his head down, gets a first down and plenty more inside the 20.
Cooley weaves his way
by Cox Cooley,
for a first down.
Young man. And very impressive so far. Chains move again on the ground.
Yeah, Levi Cox Cooley's got some swag going right now. Just every single run, he's just getting right into the space and getting up the field, and really great to see. I mean, the run game has been kind of on and off. It's mostly been a struggle all season, but today it has by far been the best running showcase for the Corsairs.
Two receivers, tight end left, snap, handoff left for Iguanabon, trying to get the edge. Gets across the 15, tumbled
along that left side. He's brought down by Will
13-yard line. So we got to get to the 12. And trying to get the pile cleared up and get all the players out of there. Already got a couple unsportsmanlike penalties on either team so far. So, but nothing here is able to clear
gain of about 9 on that play. Going to bring up a second short for the Corsairs, who have entered the red zone.
Just under 12 minutes to go. You hear the voice of Ryan Bezio, head coach of the Corsairs and assistant athletic director for CR, announcing Corsairs are indeed in the red zone. Up, snap, looks left, goes left. Dante Hurt inside the 10, fighting forward, spins to the outside, brought out, down out of bounds. Mark him down.
That is Dante Hurt
6. That's enough for a
on the reception.
set of downs, and the Corsairs will have first and goal upcoming.
On the tackle. That's a first down for the Corsairs.
Very efficient first drive here of the half for the CR offense. Done it on the ground with some short passes through the air as well. Handoff, Cox Cooley up the middle. Fighting forward, getting some push from the offensive lineman. Did he get to the goal line? Yes! Touchdown!
Levi Cox Cooley, why not?
Levi Cox Cooley, his second rushing touchdown of the day. And the Corsairs
carries the pile into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Corsairs.
I mean, it's just, one big run after another for Cox Cooley, and that time it was less, finding open space and just being physical and pushing the pile into the end zone.
Ryan Thomas on for the PAT as Levi Cox Cooley has his second score of the day. 10:59 to go in the third quarter. Kick is up. Right down the middle. Your score, Corsairs 28.
Thomas,
Mustangs 6.
extra point
right
is
back
good.
at 30.
With
Corsair
10:59
Athletics,
remaining here in the third quarter. College of Redwoods 28. Los Medanos 6.
So there are two Tiani Johnsons. There's Tiani Johnson, the wide receiver. pass. Tiani Johnson Jr., the defensive back, number 26, who had that scoop and score, and he was also in on a pass breakup on the last drive. So did my own little bit of independent research on the break there.
That's why you're a professional, Mitchell.
Far from it, but I'd say I try my best. So taking over on offense is the Mustangs, their own 35, left to right as we see it. Handoff Bush goes to Jones over the left side. Tries to get a carry and
Short gain on the play. Chase Stubing.
grabbed the ball and tumbled 5 yards past
You know,
the
on
line
that
scrimmage,
play.
obviously after the play. So no gain on the carry there. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Corsair defense been stout all afternoon. Staying a lot in the 4 receivers out on the field for the Mustangs. Corsair stay in the base. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Snap to Bush. Play action. Pressure immediately. Trying to step up. Escapes. Rolling out left. Being chased. Across the line of scrimmage and able to get out of bounds before he's brought down.
Stubing on the pressure. We got a flag.
So Stubing just wrestled him down out of bounds. And
After play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 54, defense, 15 yards, first down.
Call from the head referee. It's a really fine line between finishing the tackle and late hit out of bounds. I mean, they're going to call it unnecessary roughness. He was trying to tackle him from behind and kind of twist and take him to the ground right as he was going out of bounds. So really a bang call. It's a tough play to make if you're the defensive player just trying to let go and fall. Like that's not what you're taught in practice.
Yeah, I don't think that was egregious whatsoever. It was really close, and you know, as a coach, it's a penalty I would look at and kind of let go.
Carter in motion across the formation. Low snap on the ground and just falls on it. Does Brendan Bush.
A rolling snap is recovered by Brendan
So
Bush. That's going to be
CR's
a
had
loss
some
of
trouble
about
with
5
some
on the
snaps
play
now.
for the
It's
Mustangs.
Los Medanos who struggles, but good job by Brendan Bush to just fall on it. And again, just a reminder to everybody, we're airing live on ESPN Radio 107.3 FM, 1340 AM. You can catch us streaming online, KATA1340.com. And College of the Redwoods also has a live stream set up if you're unable to get to the game, want to watch. Either a parent, fan of the team, fan of Los Medanos watching on the live stream. Shout out to everybody who's able to check in from wherever you are. 3 receivers right. Again, another low snap. Able to corral it this time is Bush. Now forced out of the pocket, trying to make something out of nothing. Dives forward. Gets a net gain of 2. Almost
Brendan
brought down on
Bush
the back.
scrambling.
Stubing was the
Gets
guy who
taken
brought him
down by
but
Jaden Sandusky.
back-to-back trouble with the snap.
Brings up a 3rd and about 10.
He's done a good job though, times at least recovering and you know either not letting CR get on the football and even getting a little bit of the game.
So it'll be 3rd and 13. Ball spotted at the CR 44. 3 receivers right, 1 left, 1 running back, 2 Bushes left. Now McCarter comes in motion across the formation, followed by Jimmy Fomby. Bush's pass across the middle is complete to Alex Bush. Down across the 30.
Brendan Bush complete to Alex Bush.
Liam, we mentioned it a little bit. In the
That's
first
enough for
I'm
a
gonna go
first
out on a
down.
limb here, and I'm going to say that both Alex Bush and Brendan Bush are
Stubing
brothers. And we've seen
on the
I
tackle.
saw some of the comments at the halftime checked in from, I believe, another last name Bush rooting for 11 and 12. I believe their mom. So checking in. Shout out to the Bush brothers putting on a show offensively for Los Medanos. Snap and handoff goes up the middle. This time it's Keys King with the carry. Picks up 3 on the ground.
King, the ball carrier,
Just to go back
brought
to
down by Tyson Wiggum.
Los Medanos, you got to give a lot of credit to the CR defense. They haven't been able to get it going offensively, but he's been poised and, on target with a lot of throws. Obviously a huge week last week. So, not shy on talent there, but I think it gives a lot of perspective on the CR defense and how tough that Foothill team was last week.
Okay, every game the CR defense has played well, win or loss. They've always been the bright spot.
Carter goes in motion, checks back across. Bush underneath. Flag down, right back to his brother Alex, inside the 15, down.
Bush complete to Bush, but we got some laundry on the field.
But there is a flag down back at the 30-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be on Los Medanos.
5. Holding, offense, number 58. 10 yards. Stay there.
So Jeff McCoy, who came in at right tackle in relief of the injured Fetuli Moata, gets tagged with a holding call, and what would have been a first down now turns into 2nd and 18. So big setback there for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the left hash. As the cloud cover set over it, it's cooled off significantly. Had clouds at the start and a period of sun started to warm up, but cloud and fog have taken over, as is the historical trend for Arcata, I'd say.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Weather roller coaster.
Bush in the gun. Motion Celestine across the formation. Takes the snap. Drops back. Blitz coming. Gets it away to Celestine and dropped right there, and is going to have a flag come in. High tackle.
Celestine on the reception. That's going to be for a short gain, but we got another flag here.
So flag out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be in Los Medanos' favor. Brennan Bush a little bit slow to get up there in the backfield, but looks to be all right. Here's the call.
During the run, personal foul, face mask, number 5'5", 15 yards, automatic first down.
Logan Malinowski gets tagged with a face mask and a fresh set of downs for Los Medanos. So again, just the second drive of the second half. We were already at 6:47 to go. First drive for CR soaked up about 7 minutes of game clock. 7 minutes. Now Los Medanos on their first drive trying to get their first offensive points of the game. Again, 28-7 in favor of the Corsairs here. Lone touchdown for the Mustangs came via a fumble return for 6 by Tiani Johnson Jr. Celestine motions again across the formation. Bush to throw. Pass complete. Inside the 10, down to the 5. Finally wrestled down to suplex tackle.
Brennan Bush, pass complete to Singleton.
Inside, but it was
going to set up a first and goal.
Singleton was able to grab the reception, and
Jack Hartman on that last tackle.
Mustangs have first and goal.
And this is a really big stand for the CR defense. You don't want to give Los Medanos any momentum here in the third quarter.
3 receivers right. Marquez Singleton to the left. Snap. Looking left, nothing there. Bush rolls out of the pocket, tries to reset his feet, and just throws it out of the back of the end zone. Smart play there from Bush, 2nd and goal upcoming.
Bush's pass
Brandon Bush, I mean, he
incomplete.
does strike me as a really smart
That was
quarterback.
O.J. Mosley.
He's been able to recover on
on
some
the
bad
cover.
snaps and some fumbles, and generally has taken care of the football.
A lot of pressure from the CR front four and brought blitzes at certain times. Talks with Demaro Wheeler. He is pretty selective in when he chooses to blitz. Doesn't usually bring a ton of pressure. With that 4-3 defense, 4 down lineman likes to try to let those guys get after it. So 4 receivers out, 1 motions across the formation. Bush drops back to pass. Flushed out right, turns back left. Rolling left, looks at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Jorge
Bush's
Hernandez.
pass
but
incomplete.
just as we
It's
mentioned,
intended for
pressure from the
Hernandez.
CR front four.
Mason Gritty.
We saw some
On
holding
that play.
by the Los Medanos offense.
Third goal.
It wasn't incomplete pass, so
Third down and goal upcoming from the 8-yard line. 5:43 to go in the third quarter. Los Medanos trails by 22, looking to cut the deficit here. Celestine in the back, 2 Bushes left, 2 receivers on each side. Now McCarter motions across the formation and back to the left. Bush looking left, intended for Singleton, right at the goal line, going to be marked down at the 1.
Pass the line. That's
Not to the
Singleton.
end zone, but
Tackled
Marcus
by
Singleton able to pull
Brandstetter.
it in. Wayne Brandstetter right there in coverage. Difficult pitch and catch there. They've got 4th and goal. They'll officially spot the ball at the 2 on the left hash. Again, left to right as we see it. So Los Medanos facing the Redwood tree backdrop at the end of the north end.
Under 10 on the play clock. Carter and Moe.
Bush takes the snap, looks right, goes right, pass is complete, touchdown Alex
We got a
Bush.
touchdown, Los Medanos.
Mustangs. Bush to Bush
Brennan
connection.
Bush to Alex Bush.
4-6. Now we've got a 2-score ball game. Trailing by 16, and Mustangs will attempt to kick for 1. So both teams scoring touchdowns on their first drive here. We're going to tack on one more good kick, but it sails left. So PAT
Extra
no good,
point
4:53 to
again.
go. Your score
No
Corsairs
good.
28.
With
Mustangs 12 back in
4:53 to
30.
play here in
ESPN
the
Radio,
third quarter.
13:40
College of
AM,
Redwoods 28.
107.3 FM.
Los Medanos 12.
I haven't seen comics on you.
Brendan Bush to Alex Bush for 6. PAT no good. Score remains 28-12 in favor of the Corsairs as Mustangs get set to kick left to right. See the California flag, American flag starting to move a little bit in the wind. Kick's going to be handled. Almost went out of bounds, but Gabe Ward picks it up at his own 18. Trying to cut back to the middle of the field before he's met by a bunch of Mustangs. The ball's loose on the ground.
That was Gabe Ward.
Initial
And that's
call
a fumble, and that
Mustangs
is a recovery.
I couldn't tell.
Los
Looked like he was
Medanos
stopped
will
up.
take
No
over
whistle. Ball comes out last second.
on the
And
Corsair
just like that,
23
Los
yard line.
Medanos takes over at the Corsair 23. Wow. What a change of events there.
Yeah, there have been a lot of those change of events here in this game. I mean, that's really tough. I mean, you know, it's just trying to do a little too much and may have been better suited to just going down, you know, where he was and going on to the football, but trying to get some more yards and the ball gets knocked out.
Let's see who got their hands on it from Mustangs' perspective. Saw Henry Turner was in on the tackle. Not sure who came away with the strip, but nonetheless, Brendan Bush and the Mustang offense right back out on the field. Snap to Bush, drops back, looking right, hesitates, now throws underneath. Completed to McCarter, cuts back, gets inside the 20 down to the 15.
Bush's pass is complete to McCarter. Tanner
Tough thing about
Faulkner
that fumble
on the
was
stop.
CR defense was out
Brings
there
up
for
a
a pretty
second
long
and
time.
about 3.
And now they're right back on the field, on the short field, and having to defend this pretty good Los Medanos passing offense.
About 5-6 minutes of game clock have come off. CR's defense has been on the field the entire time, as you mentioned, Liam. So just inside the red zone now. Ball's at the 15, 2nd and 2. Bush, 3 receivers left, looks that way. Pass complete. McCarter in. Mustangs
That's another
touchdown.
touchdown,
And just
Los
like
Medanos.
that, 6 more for Los Medanos. And
McCarter
2
with
points
the touchdown.
away
That's a pass from Brennan Bush.
from another 1-score game.
And it appears Los Medanos going to go for 2 here.
Quick touchdowns back to back. The first one, well, rather took some time off the clock on the drive, but fumble by Ward and 3 plays later, Mustangs are in for 6. So going to leave the offense on the field to go for 2 and try to make this a 1-score game. Again, trailing by 10, 28-18, but the opportunity to cut it to 8 with a 2-point conversion. Bush has 3 receivers left. 1 right. Looks to the right. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. PAT no good.
2-point conversion is no good.
Got in on the blitz. Pass short goes
Chase Dubing
and score remains a 10-point gain.
with the
We'll take a
hit.
30-second break. Be right back. CR maybe gonna hold on to the football. We might see the offense. ESPN 107.3 FM, 1340 AM.
Lane Brandstetter
So kickoff away, handled by
carries it out
Brandstetter
to about the 35-yard line, but we got
No
at least
game
2
board
flags
back
on the
there
field.
on this return. It was Pretty and Brandstetter, so we got flags down. A little late to rejoin the action. It's my fault sending it to break late, but sending it to break after a score and had about a couple seconds to throw on a sweatshirt as it's significant.
2 holds on the play by the receiving team. Holding, number 33 declined. Holding, number 14 accepted. 10 yards, spot of the foul, first down.
So 2 holding calls against the Corsairs on the return will take them back 10. And after what was a good return by Brandstetter out to the 35, it's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the hold, which puts the Corsairs back at their own 19-yard line, so not great field position here. 3:50 to go. Corsairs 10-point lead, 28-18. Huff takes a snap at Guanabom. No running room there. Cleaned up by Merriman.
Ivanaguam on the carry, swallowed up by Amezcua.
So a couple different Mustangs in on the stop. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. And again, Liam, you kind of felt it after the fumble return for 6, just the energy shifting in here. You know.
Yeah, I mean, so at the start of the 3rd quarter, there were 2 things I mentioned. The Corsairs need to take care of the football, and they need to play a clean game. Neither of those things have happened so far.
Snap, handoff, Cox Cooley dropped in the backfield, losing
Cox
his helmet in
Cooley
the
on the
process.
carry,
Number 35
short gain on the play.
for Los Medanos.
Loss, excuse me, brings up 3rd and about 14.
Just want to make a note there. On 1st and 2nd down, DeMarro Wheeler brought the entire CR defense, every single player, not just the 11, over to the benches, and he had everybody in front of him, almost like you're speaking to a crowd. So it's, you know, like a semicircle around him, benches standing behind him, but the entire defense over there to deliver whatever his message is. You know, and a team that's done well, but all of a sudden giving up 2 quick scores. So he's trying to rally his crew the next time they see the field. 3 receivers left for Huff. Gets the snap, time to throw, goes underneath. Aguirre across the 25-30, stiff arms his way out to the 35-yard line.
Underneath.
Change move.
McGuire
Aguirre yet again.
on the carry.
I mean, that's a huge play.
1st down on the play, down Corsair.
Huge play to keep the CR offense on the field, and more importantly, keep the CR defense off the field so they can press tough a little bit.
Yeah, no, huge point. You got to give the defense a break. I mean, they've been on the field for quite some time here. As 1st down for the Corsairs. Snap to Huff, hands off Cox Cooley over the right side, makes a man miss, stumbles and trips. Oh, he had room to run.
Cox
Just
Cooley.
tripped over his own
Off
feet.
tackle gets
Lost his
stumbled, about a
balance
gain
turning
of
the
5
corner,
there
but
for the
falls down
Corsair.
at the 44-yard line, so give him a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 upcoming.
Yeah, and that was a great job by Cox Cooley and Los Medanos. They brought a lot of pressure up the middle, and Cox Cooley and his blockers in front of him just kind of went the other way and found some space, and unfortunately the shoestring tackle keeping him from getting to the 6 foot.
Hard count. Comes across. Free play. Not blown dead. Huff uncorks one for Dante Hurt. Incomplete over his head. That was... I mean, we're going to get this one sorted out. It's going to be an offsides. But Max Huff, that was 55 yards in the air. He overthrew Hurt from his own 35. He dropped that one down on the opposing 10.
Max Huff has got quite an arm, and you know, it's great to see it. Great to see him actually be able to use it after the game against Foothill last week, where he was being pressured so much he barely got to throw. But he's really been able to use his arm today. It's been quite impressive.
So the pass overthrown for Hurt on the free play. 5 yards gives the Corsairs a 1st down out to their own 49-yard line. Aguirre, the lone receiver, right. Huff takes the snap, handoff left to Guanabom, met in the backfield, spins out of a couple tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get there. Slung down
Ivanaguam stays on his
on the
feet.
play by Fountain.
Going to be a loss on the play.
Several
Found Kane.
Mustang
Ended up
defenders
with the tackle.
had a shot at him. No, but Fountain able to finally wrap him up and toss him down. Loss of 3 on the play.
Well, a good job by Los Medanos defense to contain Abonagwem in the backfield, but a good job by Abonagwem, staying on his feet and getting a few more yards, because that would have been a loss of 5 or 6 easily if he didn't stay on his feet.
So second down and 13 upcoming. Corsairs have the ball at their own 46-yard line. Snap to Huff. Shot at the end of that play.
On the reception, that's going to be the last play of this quarter.
And a flag is
But
just
we
come out
have
of
a
the field.
flag.
So, end of the third quarter. Before we send it to break, we're going to go ahead and get the result of this penalty flag. The referees gather right around the football at the 50, the left hash. And there's a second down completion for 4 yards, anticipating 39 upcoming, pending the result of this penalty.
I'm not sure if this is a penalty on that hit or maybe something that happened in the dead ball period afterwards.
So they threw the flag with, a second left on the clock. Gonna go ahead and keep it here in case they end up with an, maybe an untimed down.
But whatever it is, it's taken a while for them to figure out.
So both teams, or at least CR, headed to their sideline as we figure this one out. We're going to go ahead and send it to break. We'll get you the results of the penalty when we
hit number 42, 15 yards, first down, end of the corner.
So 15 yards, Corsairs will have the ball at their opposing 35 to start the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on ESPN Radio 107.3 FM, 1340 AM.
This game's been a little nutty.
Folks, I know we're all thinking about it here, so it's time to get
hit plus 15, puts the Corsairs at the 35. So again, we start the fourth quarter alongside Liam Warner. I'm Mitchell Manji, bringing you all the action on ESPN Radio, KTA1340.com for streaming, and then also live video broadcast. Provide some audio for that as well for the Corsair Athletic Department. Corsairs 10-point lead. Again, gonna try to cognizant of working the clock. But you don't want to play not to lose, Liam. The goal is, still want to be aggressive, but you also want to be mindful that you got to use some clock, too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you want to attack, but you also, keep it on the ground. I mean, the ground game has been really strong today. Levi Cox-Cooley having by far his best day of the season, maybe of his CR career.
First down, handoff right back to Cox-Cooley, looking to get a seam over the right side. Shoulder down, picks up 5.
Cox-Cooley
Levi
looking at
Cox-Cooley
right side.
continues his
Antonio
big day on the ground,
Artola
add 5 more to
with
his
the tackle.
Well, Cox-Cooley's had a great day, but if
Gain of about
Cox-Cooley's having a
5 on the
great day,
play.
that
Second and
means
5
that the
Corsair.
CR offensive line is having that get-right game that we were talking about early on. They have been much, much better today than last week against Foothill.
So after a gain of 5, second down and 5 from the Mustang 30-yard line. Huff in the gun, 2 receivers, tight end left. Handoff goes to Iguanabom. Looks to make a cut off the left side. Stiff arm. Flag comes in. He gets the first down.
Iguanabom
Iguanabom with 6 yards
on that
the
left
ground.
side nears the first
Another
down
flag down.
marker, but we got a flag on the field.
It looks like the flag was thrown as he was kind of cutting to the far side, so It's probably going to be holding. I hope I'm wrong.
Holding, offense, number 10, 10 yards, second down.
You were not wrong, Liam. It was holding.
Unfortunately, you can kind of tell usually when it's going to be holding based on where the flag is thrown and where Abonagon cut to his left.
Nate Lopez gets flagged there. This game slowed down. CR had quite a bit of momentum in the first half. Had a 14-0 lead before the fumble return for 6. Kind of switched the tide a little bit. Again, CR with a 15-point lead at the half. We currently stand after a score by CR and 2 touchdowns by the Mustangs, 28-18. Snap to Huff. Handoff Iguanabon. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Gets across 35-30. Forced out of bounds. 11 yards on the ground for Manuel Iguanabon.
Along that left side.
And a good pickup after the
Pushed
holding
out of bounds by
penalties.
Bryson Parker.
And most importantly on that run, no flags. Good clean
Brings
run
up a
by
third
Abonagon.
down and about
I
4.
mentioned it several times, but we've said the word refreshing a lot. It's been so refreshing to see the way that the CR running game has just flourished today compared to earlier on in the season.
Well, the young offensive line, give them 5 games under their belt, and they're bound to get a little bit of energy. Handoff Cox Cooley over the right side, puts his shoulder down, met a yard ahead behind the sticks, and he's stopped
Cooley
short.
on the carry. Gain of about 2. Appears to be short of first down
Antonio
yardage.
Artola and
To bring up a 4th down
Barry
and short.
in on the stop. So it'll be 4th and short. A couple substitutions offensively for CR. Offense is going to stay on the field. Fog starting to roll in. 3 backs. Huff under center. 4th and 2. Handoff. Iguanabon finds room over the right side. Picks up the first down. Dropped after he got 3. Needed to. CR moves the chains.
Iguanabon on the carry. First down, Corsair.
Staying behind his blockers, continuing to move and get the first down. I mean, the offensive line and the running backs have worked together really well today.
So much more balanced attack, probably leaning to more rushing attempts than passing attempts for CR. Has controlled the time of possession effectively. And turnovers, the killer for CR. That's why this one's still close. Motion, low snap, picked up by Huff. And referees are going to blow this one dead. I mean, Huff picked the ball up off the ground. I didn't see a knee or anything down.
Quarterback had his knee on the ground when he secured possession. Ball, second down.
I sit corrected.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't see it either, but the officials thought he had his knee on the ground.
Unfortunately, at the junior college football level, we don't have access to replay, so we'll trust the officials there saying that Huff was down on the ground. So second down upcoming. Ball at the 29-yard line. Nate Lopez, the receiver, into the game. Play clock at 5. CR's got to get set. Hustling into formation, and Coach Jason White's going to call a timeout. So struggle getting set up on second down. Coach White takes a timeout. We'll take one with him. Be back in third. Sarah's got it now. 2 receivers and tight end right. Snap, handoff, Cox Cooley, making a couple guys miss. Pressure in the backfield, and he's stopped for a
Cox
loss.
Cooley on the carry.
Back to the 30, so a loss of 1 on the play.
Dominic Amezcua.
Amezcua
with
with
the
the
stop.
stop. All the way back at the 30, so Corsairs have to get to the 9-yard line, which is 16 yards if your mental math isn't sharp on this Saturday evening. We tick under 10:40 to go in the ballgame. Corsairs 10-point lead, 28-18. 2 receivers left. Aguirre, the lone man, right. Couple hard count claps from Huff, no jump. Looks over, gets signals from his coaches on the sideline, takes the snap, gives to Cox Cooley. He just rushes
Cox
forward,
Cooley
picks up 3 on
up
the
the
ground.
middle. That is Merriman for the Mustangs on the stop. Brings up a 4th down.
Merriman. Christian Merriman, linebacker from Oakley, California, and on the stop is conservative 3rd down play call on 3rd and 16 land.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what Coach White opts to do here. Looks like the offense is staying on the field.
So 4th down and 14 upcoming. 3 receivers left, including tight end Janae. Huff snap, rolls out to his left, eyes downfield, throws it underneath, and incomplete.
Huff
Looking for
scramble.
Nate Lopez. It was going to be
Pass is
short of the sticks
incomplete.
anyways. That pass
Los
goes
Medanos
incomplete, and Los Medanos
takes over on downs.
Out of the 28-yard line, so mentioned it, Liam, let's see our offense back out on the field. See our defense, rather.
Yeah, and I mean, the only silver lining of that possession is that the CR defense is able to stay on the sideline and get some rest, but they're going to have to make another big stop here, because if Los Medanos scores, I mean, that's going to make it really, really tight.
And this is where it was critical to get the 2-point conversion stop, because it would have been a 1-score game otherwise. 10 points, you need 2 scores, 9.5 minutes to go in this one. Snap to Bush, drops back inside his own 20, now steps up, escapes pressure across the 30, makes a stiff arm and slides down at the 32.
Brennan Bush, he kept it.
Good job by Ian Richter there, not to
Scrambles for a gain of
light him up
about
when he was
5.
sliding, and just kind of went down right next to him.
Brought
So
down by
I was a
Ian
little bit worried
Richter.
as he was kind of going down there that he'd accidentally get the quarterback's head, but he did a great job avoiding him. Would have been a costly penalty.
So gain of 4 on the ground, 2nd and 6 upcoming. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Mustangs working right to left. Ball on the left hash. And Bush has 3 receivers to his right. Looks that way. Bush now fires over the middle. Pass is complete. Flag comes down.
Brennan Bush
Back
pass
from there,
complete
holding
to Alex
to
Bush,
Alex
but we got a
Bush.
flag.
Well,
It is good enough for a 1st down if it stands. Doubt that.
Brendan Bush, he had a lot of time in the pocket, and there might have been a reason why. We'll see.
The line judge and the head referee confer, and we'll get the call.
Holding, offense, number 75, 10 yards, over there.
Holding call against John Regau. His 10-yard penalty will set him back to the 21-yard line. Line to gains the 37. 2nd down and 16. Shifting the formation a little bit are the Mustangs. Moving McCarter to the left side. 2 receivers left to right. Brendan Bush with Celestine to his left. Celestine, big running back there. 5'11", 245. Out route goes right back to Alex Bush. 6-yard gain. Mason Pretty delivers the low hit. Ball
Bush
came out and it was
complete
scooped up
to
by
Bush.
Hartman. And they're in the rule that he was down by
About 3.5
contact.
yards on the
5-yard
gain.
gain, 3rd and 11.
Brought
upcoming,
down
but
by Mason Pretty.
Mason Pretty came up from his quarterback spot to make that stop.
Oh, what a play by Mason Pretty. Just flying in there, making a great tackle.
So 3rd and long. Ticking under 8 minutes to go. 3 receivers right, closest to the Mustang sideline. Our quarterback, Brendan Bush, now brings McCarter in motion across the formation. Snap for Bush, looks left. Pressure coming, gets rid of it, caught by Hernandez, tumbles forward across the 35.
Bush completes
Mark
to
it down to the
Hernandez.
36, but that'll be
Appears to
1
be
yard short of
just
the line to
shy
gain.
the 1st down.
Imagine Mustangs are going to go for this.
Going to bring up a 4th and
Down 2 scores.
about a yard and a
They
half.
have to, like I said, down 2 scores. Really have no choice, especially with about a yard.
And the way that the CR offense has been running the ball, keeping the clock moving. So 2 receivers left, 2 right. Brendan Bush peels on his own 30. Celestine the back to his left. Celestine listed at a tight end. I mean, I guess he's back in there for blocking purposes. You get a timeout called.
Timeout.
Before the 4th. Only 1 yard to go. 5 guys in the box. Handoff goes to Celestine. Puts his shoulder down. He's stopped by Fortner right at the sticks. Depends on the spot if he got there or not. Based on what I saw, it looked like
That
he was
was
able to
big
get across.
on
Barely.
the carry.
Again, we're
Gonna
right on
depend on the
right
spot.
at first down sticks. It's going to depend on the spot. CR defense signaling that they should have the ball, but nope, here's the call for the head referee. First down. So I'd say good call on the field.
And they're going to say first down, Los Medanos.
It's a good call.
Right.
Just being hopeful.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it was short.
when you think about it, 3 down linemen, 2 linebackers, advantage offense all day. So credit to CR only allowing, just over a yard. But, if you want somebody who's a power back, bigger build, I mean, Celestine's your guy. Bush, snap. Looks across the middle, passes caught.
Brendan
Was it hung
Bush
on to? Yes, it
complete
was.
to
Alex
Alex
Bush.
Bush.
11 yards.
First down on the play.
Helps the referees with a first down signal after he got past the sticks there. So, Los Medanos in business.
Yeah, and that was really good blocking from Los Medanos. Brendan Bush had a lot of time in the pocket to complete that pass.
And Los Medanos is not huddled, but they haven't gone with a ton of tempo today either. 3 receivers left. Now McCarter comes across in motion. So 2 to each side. Low snap handled by Bush. Looking left. Throw gets out and it's intercepted. Lane Brandstetter picks it off at the 45-yard line. Turnover Corsairs. They take over.
Brandstetter.
Brandstetter, he had the interception last week.
And the Corsairs will take
Lone
over.
interception of the season for the CR defense. They got a bunch of ball hawks out
13.
there.
They had one in the first
Right,
half, so-
13 interceptions and a bunch of ball hawks out there on the CR defense. Great job.
Liam, it's a ridiculous number.
I mean, I'm losing track. I'm losing track of the interceptions. There are so many.
Sixth game of the year. They're averaging over 2 interceptions in the game.
Yeah, it's
Almost
insane.
unheard of.
It's insane.
And Brendan Bush really just telegraphed that pass. He was looking for Jorge Hernandez on a curl route, and Brandstetter just spread it all the way, jumped it. Meanwhile, coming the other direction, handoff Cox Cooley. Met by
Knox
Andrew
Cooley on the
Campos.
carry. Gang tackled.
Johnny Johnson.
And we got flags. We got more flags.
Flags come out.
I feel like we've seen a lot of this this season, on
Yeah.
both CR and the opposing team. Just a lot of shoving and pushing after the play. I mean,
I hate to say it, but what's the common denominator?
yeah. I mean, the Corsairs just they need to stay disciplined and not let the other team bait them into doing unnecessary things after the play is over.
The referees are going to sort this out. Coach Jason Wyatt, hands on his hips, staring down the quartet of referees meeting at the 50-yard line. 3 flags littered around them on the ground.
Well, we've talked about this before. I believe it was the last home game. The competitive penalties, penalties that you commit, at least trying
Fouls
to make
will
a good play.
offset. Personal foul each team. Down counts. Second down.
Personal foul penalties on either side, but competitive penalties, trying to make a good play, and then the non-competitive penalties, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conducts, personal fouls. I mean, those are the things that Jason White is going to be extremely frustrated with.
Well, any coach for that matter.
Yeah, any coach. Yeah, obviously. It's just extremely frustrating to see your players doing that because you're in control of how you act, when you're actively not playing football.
So offsetting penalties, gain of 4 on the ground stands. All to Corsair 49. They have to reach the opposing 45, 6 yards to go. Snap to Huff, hands off Cox, Cooley left. Good blocking, and he cuts back. Cooley, 30, 20. Russell down, is he going to get there? No, dragged down at the 50-yard line. 50 more yards on the ground. Have a day, Levi Cox Cooley. He is not done yet.
It's pretty safe to say that Levi Cox Cooley is having a career day in a Corsair uniform. It's just insane. The 97-yard touchdown, the 50-yard rush there. He is just one big play after another, and he's got some swag going.
And unfortunately, we don't have live stats, but I think he's got to be close to 200.
Oh yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. He's got to be around that number.
He's got 50 right there, 97 on the touchdown carry. So plus all the intermediate runs in between. So Cox Cooley subbed out, handoff goes to Guanabom, right side, shoulder down, he is in, touchdown!
He's gone again with the carry, up the middle, touchdown, Corsair.
Daniel Guanabom from 3 yards out, caps that drive off. Corsairs extend the lead. EAT upcoming to try and make it a 3-score game. It's at 16 right now. So again, another injured Mustang defensive player. I mean, they've been plagued by injuries all day. Not something you like to see or have to broadcast about it. And, obviously we're not going to speculate on the nature of any of the injuries or anything else regarding it, but it's got to be frustrating for all the players. I know when it was very frustrating. The injured kick from Ryan Thomas up, and good 17-point lead, 3-score ball game, 4:55 to go in this one.
Ryan
we'll be back
Thomas.
at 30 ESPN Radio, 107.3 FM,
Boost that
13:48.
extra point into the wilderness. Next point is good.
You got your backpack on, you're ready to go.
With 4:55 remaining here in the fourth quarter, College of the Redwoods 35, Los Medanos 18.
Coach BCO already thinks this game goes 20 seconds.
So coming out of the break after the score, Coach White took the entire team, all of his players at about 45-yard line, gathered them up, give them a little talk before that. I'd assume that has to do something with playing clean football the rest of the way. Just speculation on my part.
Yeah, I would think that's a pretty safe bet. I mean, things have gotten a little more sloppy in the second half for the Corsairs, even though they're up quite a bit now. But just need to play clean football and not turn the ball over and see this one out.
So Singleton and Hernandez deep. Line drive kick. It's going to be fielded by Hernandez at the 5. He's out to the 20. We're met by a couple defenders. Breaks out over the right side. Still on his feet. Hernandez across the 35 out.
Hernandez somehow bounces that outside for a substantial gain. Brought it out to about the 40.
And instead of being
Los
down
Medanos
at
gonna
about the
take
25,
over there,
he got
first and
15
10.
more and brought it out to the 40-yard line. So 4:45 to go. 17-point deficit, but good field position for Los Medanos.
Yeah, and this is a big stand for the CR defense if they get the Los Medanos offense off the field. This game is pretty close to over.
1st and 10 from their own 40. Rear receivers bunched up right now. Motion man is Singleton across the formation. Low snap handled by Bush. Looks across the middle. Complete to Alex Bush. Out to the 49-yard
Bush
line, down about a short
to Bush.
yard short of the line to gain, so 2nd and 1
Close to a
upcoming.
first down. 2nd and short.
And up. They've got to get moving as we approach 4:20 to go on the game clock. Snap to Bush, looking left. Now he's got to roll out of the pocket, still looking that direction. Flag down, wrestled down from behind. Tyce Wiggum chased him down. No gain on the play, brought down
Bush
to the
scrambled.
49.
Tyce
Still
Wiggum brought
got
him
a penalty
down.
marker down.
Holding, offense, number 75, 10 yards, 2nd down.
Liam, you seem to be the expert. I think you're 100% on holding calls when you've seen the flag before it's been called out. So
Yeah, I mean,
credit to you. You got a perfect record on the year. No, I don't want to jinx it, but
well, I think you just did, but that just means I watch a ton of football on TV. That's about it.
so 2nd down and 11. Mustangs at their own 39. Since Bush was scrambling, the clock continues to run after getting the ball set. Bush, snap, looks left, throws an out route to Alex Bush. 45, stiff arms across the 50. So that'll be a gain to
Bush
13.
squirts away from a tackle.
Enough
That's enough
for
for a first down. Los
Mustang
Medanos.
first down. Clock stops temporarily to reset the chains. As again, they wind the clock. So talking with some of the higher ups in the referee committee before the Monterey game, and I don't know if to inform us they do stop the clock on all first downs just for a few seconds though. Bush drops back to pass. Pressures, you roll out to his right. Flag down in the defensive backfield. Looking long, passes completed. Caught. Touchdown. Marquez Singleton.
Bush rolls
Wow,
out.
winning. Got that
Touchdown
one.
pass
As
to
Brendan
Singleton,
Bush
but we got a
uncorked
flag.
one on the run out to his right, about over 50 yards in the air. So we talked about Huff's arm. I mean,
Holding,
Brendan Bush has
defense,
got it.
number 34.
And the
Times
call's
his
holding
line,
against
was
the
on
CR
play,
defense. So
touchdown.
penalty stands. Pretty was in coverage, and it was just, a couple feet over his head, and Singleton was able to get behind him and haul that one in. Just like that, Mustangs in the end zone. So, again, set it 3-score lead, but we're not done yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Pretty or O.J. Mosley over there, but whoever it was, looks like he just got a bit turned around, and the ball was floated right over his head. And the one thing you don't want to give up, obviously, is big plays here this late in the game, but good job by Brendan Bush there.
So set up for the PAT. Haven't gotten one through yet. Kick is up and blocked on the PAT. And recovered by the Corsairs. I almost had an opportunity to pick it up and run. I believe somebody was able to snatch the ball and fall forward.
Field goal
Down to the 20,
attempt.
so PAT no good.
by
Los Medanos over
Santero.
3. Score remains
Blocked.
35-24 in favor of the Corsairs. Be back in 30 seconds. ESPN 107.3 FM, 1340 AM. So after the score, PAT no good. 35-24, 3:23 to go. Going to anticipate an onside kick here. It's still a 2-score game. So Liam, haven't had much success kicking, but 3:23, so not a lot of time. You got 2 timeouts. Do you try to get down and try to kick a field goal, and then all you need is a touchdown and 2 points to tie? Are you going for 6? What's kind of your thought process?
Yeah, if CR, if they get the ball here, just try to
Well,
keep
that-
it
yeah.
on the ground.
So
But
here's the onside kick. Flags fly, bounces up, and holy cow! Is that McCarthy?
Onside kick goes out of bounds. We got
Somebody was
a
about
few
6
flags on the
feet
field.
off the air, off the ground, for the Mustangs, trying to grab that ball. I think he caught it and went out of bounds. It was
the flag
Brandon McCarter.
might be for the ball not going far enough on the onside kick.
I thought it went far enough. It was before anybody had touched it, so I don't know if
Yeah.
somebody was offsides or what. We're going to get this one sorted out. Still never got a clear indication on the recovery as Brandon McCarter went flying through the air. So,
Free kick out of bounds by the kicking team, offsides by the receiving team, re-kick.
okay, so that's interesting because it looked like it was like an offsides call, but I wasn't sure based on how CR lined up. So it was an offsides on the Corsairs.
Yeah,
Which-
usually on onside kicks, it's the kicking team that's going offsides.
Well, and I know the rule is you got to have a certain number of people with regards to the hash marks. I don't know if that was
Right.
the case, but regardless, we'll set it up from the 35 and onside kick one more time. It's Henry Turner to kick it, but this one's blown dead.
And a very choppy second half.
Yeah, not a ton of rhythm to it. So echo that sentiment as we get ready to try this one again. Guessing clock issue, not sure. Regardless, it'll be Henry Turner to attempt the onside kick for the Mustangs. Gives another onside. Doesn't get the bounce, ball goes up and out of bounds. And so we have a flag for the kickoff going out of bounds, but well, they add 5 yards to the end of it. CR will take over the plus 40, so almost for naught the conversation of regarding do you go for a field goal or
No flag, or free kick out of bounds, the receivers touch the ball. First down, Redwoods.
all right. So after all that, CR football at the plus 45.
You throw the flag, you pick up the flag, tons of whistles.
The referees have gotten more than their fair share of action today, and not to say that it's unjustified by any means. It just hasn't been a super clean football game.
No, I mean, the officiating crew's done a pretty good job.
CR quick to line up now. 3 bunch receivers right, going left to right as we see it, and hard count, false start. 35 came flying through the linebacker there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Max Huff is doing a really
Side,
good job
defense, number
with
35,
the hard
5
count,
yards.
or the Los Medanos defensive line has just been
Undisciplined.
very undisciplined. Yeah, it's been an issue.
I think combination of both. So the ball now is at the 40 after a 5-yard penalty. So no penalty for the kickoff out of bounds as it was touched before going out of bounds. The Corsair football at the 40. Huff in the gun. Toes at the Mustang 45. Hard count again. Movement not across the line though. Huff going down the left side, taking a shot, trying to get it to Dante Hurt. He was in single coverage with Bryson Parker. And short and incomplete, so clock stops. 2nd down and 5 now.
Shane
That's the key.
Purcell
The clock stops. I
in
mean,
for the Corsairs.
It's kind of a pass for Max Huff. He even
Pass
floated
intended
over to
for
Dante
Dante Hurt.
kind of over his head, but it was more kind
Second
of a
and
line
10.
drive that went
5.
behind him.
Excuse me.
You know, it kind of forces them. You can't really run it each time now that there is an incomplete. So we get the 4th down.
Same formation, 3 receivers bunched. Tight to the line. This time handoff. Cox Cooley cuts back across the left side. More than enough for a first down. Tumbles down across
Cox
the 30.
Cooley, the
Marked
ball
down
carrier,
at the 29-yard line.
and another first down.
The chains as we approach 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. 35-24 in favor of the Corsairs.
Well, if you have a guy like Levi Cox Cooley who's having a monster day, you could just run it every single time. You're going to get a first down.
Why not? Cox Cooley's having a career day. Again, not sure of the official total, but he's close to, if not well beyond, 200 yards. So 1 touchdown on the ground is Guanabom now in the ballgame. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns, so effective ground attack so far for the Corsairs as Huff does hand it off to Guanabom, cuts back to the right side, trying to find a seam, not much there. Brought down
By Guam on the carry.
And Mark
Will
Nixon.
Baldwin. on the stop.
Good job by the Mustang linebackers to force a short run. 2nd down and 8 upcoming after the gain of 2. Corsairs, open week next week. They've got the bye. So their next game will be at home on the 21st. Kickoff from the Redwood Bowl, 3 p.m. Again, we'll bring you the action live if you're unable to make it or out of the area right here on ESPN Radio, 107.3 FM, streaming live, online as well. Huff, rather Shane Purcell in the game, takes the snap, hands it off, Cox Cooley, cuts it back, 20, 10, 5,
Levi Cox Cooley.
Levi Cox.
That is a touchdown.
2nd on the ground, well over 200 yards. Flag after
And we
flag.
have another flag.
Levi Cox Cooley continues his monster afternoon from the Redwood Bowl.
After a touchdown, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, number 84 offense. That is number 84's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
Well, you don't want to see the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on CR, but Levi Cox Cooley might be closer to 300 yards at this point. What a day.
That'll boost your per-game team rushing average on the year.
Yeah, they might have doubled it in this game alone.
So Corsairs finding their offense. Said before the game might not have the same type of scoring we saw last year. His kick is up and
Extra
good.
point is good.
Corsairs are up to 42 points. They lead this one
With
42-24. Be back in
1:46
30
remaining.
for the final minute 46 here on
In the fourth
ESPN
quarter.
107.3 FM.
College of the Redwoods
13-48.
42. Los Medanos 24.
So why?
This is an opportune time to remind us to Poly Humboldt on October 21st, where they take on the Yuba 49ers
Close though.
on a Hall of Fame Day special Hall of Fame ceremony at the half. Don't miss it. October 21st.
So again, upcoming schedule for the Corsairs. Bye week next Saturday. So I get to enjoy a little bit of rest before hosting Yuba here at Cal Poly Humboldt, 3 p.m. Redwood Bowl as Ryan Thomas set to kick it away. Line drive kick. It's going to go bounce in the end zone, out the back of the end zone. We'll take a moment to let you know that CR will be inducting their Hall of Fame on the game of the 21st. Special halftime ceremony for the class of 2023 Hall of Fame inductees. Again, we'll touch base with CR head basketball coach Ryan Bezio in 2 weeks as well and chat with him a little bit and see what he's got cooking up for the upcoming basketball season. Again, strong year last year, lost a couple key players, but a lot of returners as well. So get you an update on everything CR Athletics coming up in 2 weeks. That's our next broadcast. And then following that is another bye. So only one more game in the month of October. That's 2 weeks from today. So make sure you get out and support CR here at home. Bush drops back to pass pressure. Intended for McCarter.
Bush's pass incomplete.
Bush hits the
Nice
turf.
Wiggum
Play.
on the pressure.
Pressure from Wiggum and Stubing. It's minute 42 to go. Just trying to finalize this one and hopefully limit the amount of yellow flags we see as well. 2nd down and 10 from their own 25. Mustangs trailing by 18. Bush hands off. Celestine spin move out of the backfield. Turns nothing into a gain of 4. Mark him down at the
Celestine on the carry. Short gain.
between the 28-29. So
Struck down
nice
by
little gain
Branson.
there on the play. But again, despite the scoreboard, 42-14, I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to the Los Medanos. I mean, they've got a good offense. Obviously, the defense struggled to stop the run, but I really like what I'm seeing watching Brendan Bush and just the way he works as a quarterback in the pocket. So a lot of props to him as Bush takes a snap, flag, goes incomplete through the hands of Marquez Singleton.
Pass intended for Johnson, incomplete.
Flag came out right
Flag
at the
on the
snap,
play.
so I'm guessing it's an alignment thing, which it is. So you've got Jorge Hernandez clapping right at cornerback Jimmy Fomby.
Offside, defense, number 14, 5 yards.
So
Third
Fomby
down.
was lined up in the neutral zone there. 5-yard penalty. Replayed the down after the incomplete pass.
It's not a good penalty when you're a defensive back just lining up in the neutral zone like that. That's pretty sloppy. You gotta be a little more aware of where you are.
Well, all the DBs on the outside and one in the slot, Pretty, is pressed up at the line. Fomby gives 2 yards of cushion here. This pass goes, it's tipped and nearly incomplete. Miscommunication.
Mason
between
Pretty
Singleton
nearly
and
with
Bush.
the interception.
Bush threw one route, Singleton ran
Bring up
another,
fourth
and Pretty
down.
tried to jump that one, went through his fingertips out of bounds, so 4th down and 2 upcoming.
That would have been his second interception of the day, and that would have been an easy pick 6 if he would have held on to it. Plenty of green grass in front of him there.
So again, make sure to tune in 2 weeks for Liam's updated CR defense interception total.
Yeah, I'll get it right next a couple weeks from now.
Motion across the formation, snap to Bush, drops back, pressure from Kofi, escapes to the right, throws it underneath, Celestine caught, 40, 45, big hit, and he goes down hard at the 48 as Stubing, who delivered that hit, rolling around, and he's
Bush
down on the
complete
ground.
to Celestine.
So Chase Stubing delivered the hit. O'clock kick. So a couple more plays before we wrap this one up. Fog setting in over the Redwood Bowl. Breeze picking up. It's cooled down quite a bit, and
Chase Stubing coming off the field here.
Corsairs have cooled down. A hot Los Medanos team coming into this. Big victory for them last week. Brought back down to earth here. Obviously room for improvement and things to correct over the bye week is 24 points again, not all on the defense. Handoff Celestine, up the middle, picks up 2 out to the 50, where he's wrapped up and brought down. Forkner in on the stop, Malinowski in there, as well as Jaden Sandusky. Clock continues to run on the running play. Presumably one more snap would do it. As Bush is in the shotgun, Celestine in the back. Ball's at the 50-yard line, so Brendan Bush takes the snap, handoff goes Celestine, trying to find room, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Malinowski, Wiggum, Forkner in there, and that's how this one ends. Final score from the Redwood Bowl. College of the Redwoods 42. Los Medanos 24. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back to wrap this one up on ESPN 107.3 FM, 1340 AM.